Hey guys, welcome to Copernicus Corner. I am currently back in Watcher of Realms doing a little bit of streaming over here and checking into stuff. Like we got some, I need to set this person for sale, but I don't know where yet. So I'm going to come over here and see what kinds of these I have and what kinds I don't have, really. So it looks like I'm going to need more of the birch sap, golden birch sap, and the deep sea pearls. So let's go ahead and continue with what I was getting then, and that would be the pearls, pineapples, and fish over here. Set her back out to sail, and then come over here and see what I have. Nothing super exciting from Beirut at the moment, so I'll hop off of him, and then let's see here. What do I have? Alright, sorry about that. We've got the Oracle's Trial. Looks like I have a reward over here. It's 20 diamonds, and I'm also in 7th place here. So let's go ahead and send out my goons to do some auto fighting for me. However many times I can do that. Looks like once right now. Hop back out of here, and what day is it? Today is Monday. So let's see, is there anything that I need to get done versus the things that I want to get done? I think we can go to the arena. Maybe we can toss some fights in there. We have 321,251 BP in our group, so you know we could give this 392,294 guy a try, and it'd almost certainly get slaughtered by him, but that's okay. You know, every once in a while we need to get a good beating. You know, that's just how it is. You know. So first thing we're gonna do is zoom out a little bit here, and then see what they have going on. They have Valeria. I didn't get any copies of her yet. She has Blood Infusion as her ultimate. Increases damage by 140%. Each attack causes 10% HP drain to the hero and generates 1 stack of Power of the Sword up to 8 stacks. The hero cannot be healed during the skill. When the skill ends, deals 440 burst damage to the main target and 4 targets around them. Well, that's pretty good, and they did some good damage right out the gate, and I'm almost dead already. Here we have Valderon, who I also don't have, but I've seen him in Arena a good number of times. Gains 1 stack of Chaotic Vitality. Now, I don't know what Chaotic Vitality is, because having never had him and having never seen him, I don't know the guy. But when Potent Surge reaches its maximum, it gains 2 stacks of Chaotic Vitality. Again, if I knew what that was, it would help. So Cheryl Max, 294 BP, has defeated me soundly. We got 3 arena coins and 20 divine emblems for that regardless. And so, we can refresh our opponents real quick for free. And, they all look miserable. Really pretty miserable there. Come back to this in a little while. Okay, so we got the background fight finished here, and we get 3,500 coins, 852 XP potions, 1 piece of gear, 15 Forgotten Palace trophies, and 10 divine emblems. Now, for the events, it is something to note that we have Tales of the Smith incoming starting on Friday. That's going to give us rewards for enhancing gear pieces. And I've saved up a good number of gear pieces and should be able to get through that pretty well. So we have a good number of things that are going to be starting on Friday. On Thursday, we've got the event sign-in starting, and that'll just be every day we claim, you know, a thing, some kind of reward. Now what's this knapsack? Knapsack expedition calling all clutterbusters. Sort out the treasures, organize your knapsack, and uncover the hidden rewards. I'm curious about what that is. No idea. We got another spiritual altar starting on Friday. We got a brave conquest. That's earning points by looting gear pieces and meteorites from gear raid and artifact material raid. Win rewards. Then there's a special invocation of spirits. During the event, the designated hero will enjoy a 20 times dark drop rate. I don't know who those guys are. The purple guy is Demos, the first purple guy. Second purple guy is Nalvrus, and the third purple guy is Lightlock. Demos is a fighter, I believe, and he's a, decent DPS fighter. Nalvrus, I think he's kind of the same thing, a DPS fighter. I don't remember. I think he's more of an AoE tap. And then Lightlock is a single target healer, I think. And he has something else he does, and I can't really remember, but primarily he is a single target healer. So, alright. That's the key thing. Looks like today is the last day for the Abyssal Derby. I don't really remember how to play the Abyssal Derby, but I do remember that there were rewards for doing it. So I'm going to go back to it and see what I can do here, because I know I've only done the first 2 stages. Okay, this has to do with pressing the space bar for a short jump and pressing enter for a long jump, possibly. Let's go ahead. I haven't okay, the long leap might be, oh right, yeah. Okay, so short jump was actually the space bar, but enter was sprint, I think. So when the sprint comes up, you can hit enter and it'll go. And then the long jump, boy, I don't know. Let's go ahead and find out. Let's click the button. Nope, that's no bueno. Let's try clicking the go button instead. More obstacles will appear on the track. Now, I haven't seen these spikes before because I didn't do this round. Use long leap to jump over spike obstacles. If your horse hits spikes, it will be poisoned and slowed. Well, that just sounds miserable. We don't want any of that. Oh, haha, I don't know how. Hold on. Maybe, I also don't know where I'm at. Okay, there it is. That was the wrong button, I'll tell you that. It's not shift, guys. Okay, hold on. We got a short jump. I wonder, enter is long jump. Alright, what's sprint? Oh, shift is sprint. I pressed the wrong button. Cool. Okay, so shift is sprint. Space is short jump, and enter must be long jump. Hopefully. I don't know. Oh, yes, no, wrong button. Turns out that was wrong. Spacebar is in fact short jump. Shift is long jump. Or shift is sprint. Man, I've already forgotten. This is terrible. Alright. Let's try that again. Alright. Cool. We're gonna get this. Alright. Press go. And first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna jump over this. But then I'm gonna figure out what is enter. Okay, enter is long jump. Alright, so short jump. And then we got long jump. And then sprint is shift. Okay, so long jump, short jump. Okay. Alright, got it. Got it. Long jump. So we got sprint. I did manage it, but oh, wait, I don't know. I pressed it. I didn't press it good enough. I guess we're gonna try that again. All right. Here we go. Challenge. Oh gosh. All right. 3 buttons. So hard. Listen, I am like an NES player. You know what I'm saying? It's we only had A and B. None of this other business. What is all this? 3 buttons hard. Actually started out on Atari, so forgive me, guys. Forgive me. Alright, I got it. There we go. It may not have been perfect, but by gosh, I did it. We're gonna try that again, this time with gusto. Alright. Okay, so we are in the golden little section here, and what we want to do is just continue hitting that sprint button every time it pops up until it goes off. Seems like the appropriate solution here. Alright. We got it that time. New record. Oh goodness. All right, got that. And then we've got stage 4, conquer hellish trials and abyssal challenges to claim the abyssal derby crown. Well, I tell you what, this is probably not going to go phenomenally well, but we're just gonna give it a shot anyway. All right, we jump and we long jump, and then we jump and then we sprint, and then we press the wrong button. Yes. All right. Cool. 3 buttons. So hard. It's fine. It's fine. I'm just poisoned and slowed. All is otherwise. Well, man. By the way, if you there's no going back. If you press that space bar, it's for life. Okay. And I forgot about sprint, which is concentrating on the 2 buttons: short jump and long jump. They're very tricky. All right, we're gonna try it again. All right. Gonna do better this time. For sure, for sure. You'd think 3 buttons would not be hard. Tell you what, 3 buttons is virtually impossible. Alright. Short jump. Long jump. Short jump. Short jump. Sprint. Long, long, long. Oh my god, I pressed them at the same time. Alright. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I have no brains whatsoever. 0. I'm gonna try that again. Maybe I can manage it this time. It's just tricky, you know. You sit there and you think, no problem. I can surely press 3 buttons. No, I am in fact a monkey. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That was silly. Alright, alright. I wonder what happens if you do a long jump over the short jump thing. That's the real question here, isn't it? Like, say you accidentally press enter when you're trying to press spacebar. I'll probably make that error any minute now, so we'll see. I'm gonna try not to, but if I do, it'll be a scientific experiment one way or another. Gotta get in the zone here so that we can really actually beat this level successfully. I don't know. Oh no! So bad. That's I think this next time we got a chance. We missed it by just the tiniest little bit there. First place in this is. Alright, let's try to concentrate this time. Game face on. Right. Jump, a long jump, sprint. But the sprint, I don't know, it takes me like 2 times to quick sprint. I don't know why. It's like my first click doesn't go or something. I don't know why. It seems like pressing the, that was ridiculous. Pressing the button, messes me up there. It, like, if you jump right after you sprint, you seem to lose your sprint, possibly? Not sure. Try that again. I know that I got first place, but it was a lame first place, and I would like to get a non-lame first place. I wonder if jumping when you shouldn't be jumping slows you down, because I feel like it probably does, but I'm not sure. Like, that was kind of lame. It wasn't the lamest, but it was pretty lame. I don't know. Good enough, I suppose. Let me see here, though. Okay, there's nothing else. Hellish trials and abyssal challenges to claim the abyssal derby crown. I wonder if did I get first on everything? That's the real question. That's all that really matters, as long as I'm number 1. Okay, alright, now, just for funsies, let's go check and see if pressing the long jump does bad things whenever you do it on this hurdle. No, it doesn't. So now the question becomes, why would I not just press the long jump every time? Can I only do it? Okay, I see. Is it like I can only, oh, because the cooldown, I see, of course, the cooldown is, I didn't notice over there in the corner, the bottom corner there, there's short hop and long leap. So instead of using these buttons up here, I could just be switching back and forth between those. And I wonder, like, how would you do it? Let's try it without the keyboard. How can I? Okay. So the sprint is way over there, so I would have to. Oh no, that didn't work at all. Try again. Okay, worked that time. Oh my gosh, it just does not want to click. Crazy. All right. No, no, I got the short hop works, but the long leap, it's like no, absolutely not. It's a little bit slow to respond on both of them, but okay, long leap worked that time. Just clicking it out in the wild. All right, so you can do it, but it's I don't know. There's something very strange about it. It doesn't. It's very non-responsive to click it on the screen. Huh. Good to know. All right, now quests. Achieve first place in stage 3, and for that, we get 1 rare summoning crystal and 200 mithril. Achieve second place or higher in stage 3. That got us 1 more rare summoning crystal and 200 mithril. Achieving third place or higher in stage 3 got us 200 mithril. Achieving first place in stage 4 got us 1 rare summoning crystal and 10 ancient summoning crystal shards. Achieving second place or higher in stage 4 got us 200 mithril and 10 ancient summoning crystal shards. Achieving third place or higher in stage 4 got us 200 mithril and 10 ancient summoning crystal shards. Jumping over hurdle obstacles 20 times during the event got us 200 mithril and 10 ancient summoning crystal shards. And jumping over spike obstacles 20 times during the event got us 200 mithril and 15 ancient summoning crystal shards. Not a bad haul for jumping over some fences very badly. We got through it. That's all that matters. Now we have zombie invasion here. I'm not going to do that yet, I think, but it is going, and it is going for another almost 2 weeks, looks like. So that's always a good one to do. Okay, so we picked up some summoning crystals on that, so I will go and do some more summons. But first, I'm gonna head back over to the arena and try to fight Edon, who has 399,374 BP. That is about 80,000 more BP than we have. But you know what? That's alright. We ain't scared. All we can do is die. And we will. But that's fine. Alright. So, we get in here. We're gonna immediately scroll that out a little bit so that we can see what's happening. Alright. They waited, and then they put out Nazai. Nazai is very good for this. Very, very high DPS. When activated, increases attack by 60% and expands attack range to create Windfire Whirl, lasting for 30 seconds. When the ultimate ends, deals up to 300% AoE damage to 10 enemy targets in range, based on the number of weapon switches performed during the ultimate. Consistently high DPS character there. And then they have Lord Phineas, who I haven't seen before. His ultimate is Devil's Den. It increases attack by 50% and doubles the effect of Viscount's Flame, whatever that is. I'm guessing it's a dot. Gained by the hero while increasing attack range. Upon activation, deals 800% burst damage one time to one target in range, then changes to ranged attack. Removes all stacks of Viscount's Flame from the hero when the ultimate ends. That doesn't sound like a dot at all. That sounds like something we're being put on the hero himself. I wonder if it's like extra burning damage or something like that then. Alright, so we lost that. That was Edon with 399,374 BP. And, wow, Nazah, wow, that is some high damage right there. Nazah did 11,587, well, 11,587,000 damage versus my highest, which was Arrogance, of course, at 3,861,000. Craziness. That's all I have to say. Craziness. And they also have some other dude. I don't know who. This guy right here. He's got that whole Egyptian bronze statue, bronze mask look to him. I don't know who he is, but he did a lot of damage as well. He did in the short amount of time that he was out. He did more damage slightly than Xena did, which is crazy. Crazy. Because he wasn't out very long, I don't think. Alright, let's go back. And refresh these opponents, because that was the lowest BP guy on our board. And it was rough. Rough. Alright, here we have Castel Patron. Castel Patron from... Wow. Alright, cool. Some guild. We're going to go ahead and try to auto-fight him, but first we want to look and see how bad this is. Okay, so 273,041 BP means that he has somebody on the team who's a little bit better than the rest of his team is. It's not phenomenally better. We're not talking like levels of better here, but we're talking somewhat better. And I assume it'll be whoever he puts out first. Let's see, who's this? Hot Suit. Yeah, Hot Suit is good. Lots of DPS goes out of that one. Ghastly Burst is your ultimate. Deals damage to up to 5 enemies nearby, dealing 230% AoE damage after 0.3 seconds, lasting for 4 seconds. Fancy stuff there. And then we have Lunaria, which I've seen, but I don't know anything about. She has Dark Moon Salvo. Convenes the power of the Dark Moon, shooting 5 Dark Moon arrows to a single target rapidly. Restores an extra 100 rage if the target is killed. I don't know what the Dark Moon arrow thing's all about, but over here is the Litu, which I see pretty often over in this arena. Of note, they placed that character to the side, not directly in front, so as not to actually block this creature from getting to their base, but just to do some DPS on the creature from the side. I'm assuming that is because this guy is weak to damage and would be killed if he was placed in front pretty quickly. But I'm not sure. It's an interesting choice. Okay, so that was Castel Patron, Castel Patron, 265,727 BP. And his hot suit did very nicely. That's 2,624,000, as opposed to my highest damage dealer, which was Arrogance at 2,249,000. That's cool. I see that his other guys weren't so impressive. It's kind of what I thought. You know, you had one guy who was significantly better, but not like ridiculously better. So from that we got 3 arena coins, 50 divine emblems, and 5,000 XP potions. Now, let's give Random a try from the Chaos Guild. He has 373,020 BP on him. I think it's cool that you can use the symbols in the guild tag. I had no idea that was something you could do, but I've seen it on a couple of people now. I assumed it was letters only. What was I thinking? Alright, so his team is pretty even. It looks like there's nobody with ridiculous, you know, the BP is the same for the monsters as it is for the guy. And of course, the BP of the monsters is based on the highest BP. Well, it's a moving number, starting with the group BP, and then being adjusted for the highest member of the group as well. So, Mad Max won a 5-star hero. Mad Max, man. It's not an in here every day. Let Mel Gibson know that's a thing. Now consider, we're the commander, so that's Commander Mad Max to you. What am I doing? I'm just sitting here. I'm not even looking at these guys. We got Twyla. I've seen Twyla before. It says Slice and Dice, when activated, increases damage by 50% and reduces attack interval by 20%, granting to ranged blade an extra 6 instances of damage lasting for 20 seconds. Deals 200% damage 2 times to one enemy immediately. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how I feel about that one. Haven't decided. This is like Sun Wukong stuff going on over here. I might be able to find the actual Sun Wukong. Oh, there he is. He's got these doubles, these body doubles he throws out. So he has splitting hairs, deals 100% damage 18 times to one enemy, and inflicts stun. He's heavy DPS. Who else we got over here? Vierna. Vierna, I see her fairly often in the arena. Her ultimate is Reaper's Grasp, deals 900% AoE damage to enemies in range, kills enemies with HP below 35% after a short delay. Elite monsters and bosses are excluded. Now, things are not going particularly phenomenally over there. Yeah, that's what we call losing. But it wasn't too bad, really, considering, they're quite a bit higher BP than we are, so it's not as if it's all that bad. Now, that was random from Chaos. I like that. It's neat that, his name is random, his guild's name is Chaos. And I wonder if that was, is it his guild? Did he make this character for that guild, or was it just random? Okay, now, um, Arrogance did the most damage overall out there, 5,738,000. And then this, I think it's Vierna maybe did the next highest at 4,823,000. Now notice they have Morrigan down there, and I have used Morrigan a number of times. I want her to work out. She hasn't worked out for me yet, and I see that she didn't work out for them yet either. But I think they played her very late. She doesn't get her full effect until 50 seconds in, and 50 seconds is a good bit of time to have to wait. I'm sure she's really good at something, and maybe I don't know. I got to think about it. I may just partially I don't have her awakened and things like that, but I also think maybe the 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 type of fight she's in matters too, obviously. Okay, so we got 3 arena coins and 20 divine emblems for that. Let's see here. What else do we have? Um, Everybody else is close to 100,000 more BP than me, so I think I'll wait on that one. Alright, hop out of there. No reason to continue doing those right now. Now, we did the Abyssal Derby. That was cool. Trying to think what else. Okay, I need to do the faction trial still. I didn't finish the one earlier because although I could have beat the level, I would not have gotten all 3 stars. And I didn't see any point in using my only attempt on an older level and then not getting all 3 stars with it. So I just didn't finish it, and I'm gonna go look at it again. I was thinking one thing that I might do is put Xena down a little later, but also I have some more XP potions at this point, and so maybe I need to level somebody up. I've been putting this guy whose name I've now forgotten. No, yeah, that's Scorch. That's not the guy. This guy. This guy's the one. I've been sticking on the boss. Soul Kittens. I just pulled him today. So, so, thinking about that, um, he obviously is not very well, promoted and all of those things yet. So, like he's got skills. I've thrown some things into it. Not a lot of things. Still have some to do on him there. He's not promoted up where he should be. And so it's a possibility that one way I could improve this tremendously would be to go ahead and promote him up a little bit more. I can't star him up. I only have this one thing. I would have to go try to eat people. I don't have enough XP for that for sure. But one thing I could do is go get the materials to promote him up. That wouldn't be all that difficult. So let's go ahead and go to the raid. And I would need to do it 3 times. So we could do the quick clear and we could just do this 3 times, no problemo. Um, and so start this. It wants us to use some potions. We'll use one of these small stamina potions, and there we go. Get those 3 that we need in order to get him very quickly promoted. So that gives us 30 of each of the insignia of mages, 30 divine emblems, 2,340 gold, and 1,890 hero XP potions for that. So we hop out of here, go ahead and promote him up, and that's going to raise all of his attributes with that. It also got us some points in the War of Fates, which is ongoing. Believe it or not, we still have another at least day on it, I think. All right, so all of his attributes went up a bit. Now, this I think is going to be extremely helpful. And so I need to go ahead and try to get it. It'll take 8 runs or something to get this. So let's go ahead and do it. We can quick clear it 7 times, or we can just run 8 times in the background. I think I'm going to run 8 in the background, because I see no reason not to, really. So let's go ahead and do that. We need 159 stamina. So let's use one of these huge stamina potions. I have a number of them. And start those running in the background while we go and do some other things. When we get that all done, we'll be able to open this talent up. When attacking the same target, basic attack deals increasing damage. Each attack increases damage by 6% for 10 seconds up to 10 times and inflicting burning. Now burning deals 20% continuous magic damage per second. Burning effects from different sources can coexist. This is going to help with taking out the boss more quickly. I'll still have to have Setrum on the boss as well as him, but theoretically they should be able to take her down significantly faster. And if I time when I put Scorch down versus when I put Xena down, maybe I'll be able to do enough damage. I'm thinking if I put Scorch down first as a blocker, he should be okay to do that as long as he has a healer on him, which he will. I can do Dao Chan on him. And probably keep him alive, and then stick Xena down when the bigger guys come, as Necro earlier mentioned. Trying to stick Xena down later. The only way to do that would be to put Scorch up. I don't have anybody high enough DPS to be able to burn the guys who come up first down without having any kind of a blocker out. So I will have to have Scorch down, but that should be okay. Now, if any of my guys die, then it's a moot point really to continue, because I still won't get those the 3 diamonds that I'm looking for. So I shan't do it. Let's go over to the Gold Dragon Fast, where we have a weekly quest completed. It's spent 700 stamina. We get 750 gold dragon tokens, leveling us up to level 39. So we'll come over to the level rewards, and lo and behold, we have here 5 5-star psychic power shards. Very good. Excellent, I would say. And in fact, in storage, we've got some shards to stick together, and it is the ancient summoning crystal shards. We can actually make 2 of those, which is phenomenal. We can go use them for that matter, because that is available right now. Let's see here. Go to summon. And we have 5 total of these at the moment. Now, I did just pull somebody, the guy Solkadins, I just pulled him from this earlier. So, it's not like I'm likely to get very far with this. Now I think that's on a different counter, my understanding is, than the special invocation. And that each of these different kinds of crystals are on different pity counters. And so it's, yes, definitely, because these guys wouldn't be on their other ones. Alright, so this has recently been pulled. It's unlikely that we'll get anybody off of it, I would think. Trying to see what the pity counter rules here are. Okay, so Legendary Lord is guaranteed within 200 summons. Okay, let's go ahead and give it a shot. Let's summon one and see what happens. Alright, we got Dagna, the 3-star defenders from the Northerner faction. Mighty things come in small packages. Dagna's a North Throne faction leader able to greatly heal herself, and she is useful for quite some time in a number of places. And she's not one that I never used. I have used her. Gonkwa is a 3-star mage from the Esotericist faction. That's one prickly goblin. Gonkwa flings AoE spikes with abandon while inflicting slow. Summon again. We've got 3 left, including this one. And here comes Barclay, the 3-star fighter. When deployed, Barclay raises the defense of nearby allies. His pike grants him decent range. He's not one that I think I've ever used. I'm not sure, but I don't think so. I am also getting spiritual altar points, by the way, by doing these summons. So just so you know, we got a dual purpose thing going on here. Nice. Nice. We got a 4-star marksman from the Piercer faction that I haven't had before. I have no idea who Lunaria is, but I'm just happy to get a 4-star. She's also a lord, I see, which is nice, because I don't know if I had a lord in the Piercer. Maybe I did. Can't think of one. I'm happy about it. Alright, powered by the moon, Lunaria marks targets for catastrophic damage and is a leader of the Star Piercers. Cool, because I need leaders. It's interesting, they call them lords, but then often, whenever that's in the description, they call them leaders. And I want to say that that's not exactly the same thing, because one can be a leader without being a lord. I don't know. If they're a lord, I mean, it's difficult to necessarily call them a leader just because they're a lord. I mean, I don't know. These days, these labels get flung around. Who knows? Let's go ahead. We got another summon left. Let's do it. See what we get here. Alright, this time we got Skolf, the 3-star fighter. With a galvanizing roar, Skolf boots allies and lays enemies low, able to regenerate health when low. Yeah, well, there we go. Now we have Skolf. We already had Skolf, now we have another Skolf. Now let's see here. We have a few of the rare summoning crystals as well. Let's take our shot on Valera, or whatever her name is. Numera, that's it. Numera and Valeria. I'm mixing those up and we're going with Valera. That's for both of them, alright? We're gonna shoot for both here. Valera. Alright. Summon one. Oh, it's looking promising. It's a purple. It's Maul. I have Maul, but I don't think that I have him fully awakened, so I'll take him. He's a 4-star marksman. There are certainly worse characters out there. He's from the Northerner faction. With a range that expands over time, Maul rules the ocean. His ultimate deals absurd AoE knockback damage. Alright, cool. Seems alright. We got some spiritual altar points for that. I'm not going to complain. Let's try again. And here we have Halder, the 2-star fighter. As a traveling mercenary, Halder seeks to repay a debt that saved his very life. And then we'll summon one more time with this rare summoning crystal we have here. Let's see what we can see. We've got Dagna again. 3-star. The 3-star defender from the Northerner faction. Another lord. It's been a day for lords, and particularly certain characters. Mighty things come in small packages. Dagna's North Hero faction leader, able to greatly heal herself. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Now, this all ends in 3 hours and 19 minutes. Let's see. Let's go over to the events and spiritual altar. And we've gotten a little more here. We've gotten another ancient summoning crystal. That's cool. We got 200 more diamonds. That's cool too. And 300,000 gold. So, not bad. I have very little in the way of complaints at the moment. I could try to summon some more. I certainly do have some diamonds. I'm kind of saving diamonds. I don't know. I gotta think about it a little bit whether I want to use any more. I definitely want to use the ancient summoning one that I got. But let's go over to the Gold Dragon's Pass where we completed a weekly quest. Clear any stage 50 times. That gives us 1,125 gold dragon tokens and levels us up to level 40, which results in one more rare summoning crystal. Very convenient, and in fact, I will use that rare summoning crystal. But first, there's more. Okay, summon. We're gonna use the ancient summoning crystal first. Alright, maybe we can get Kratos. Maybe we can get Sitha. I don't know who Sitha is, but hey, you know what? It's instead. It's Dag number 3. From the Northerner faction. She is a defender, and she's also a lord. I think we know who she is otherwise. So we've gotten her 3 times in the last 10 minutes. Alright, so click OK there, and we'll come down to Special Invocation of Spirits. Try for one of these folks. Numera or Valeria is who we're looking at right now. And who we got was Voroth. I got Voroth earlier today. I know very little about him. I think that I already had a copy of him, possibly. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. But certainly I haven't used him that I can recall yet. He's a 4-star fighter from the Northerner faction. As hard as the tundra from whence he hails, Voroth's great axe sweeps the battlefield, dealing AoE damage. Alright, cool. Now, with all that stuff, let's go on over to the heroes page, where I can see if I need to awaken anyone. Because it feels like, there's certainly somebody who will need awakening, right? Out of all that, I don't think I have duplicates, or I don't think that I have everybody awakened. And I definitely don't, because first off, we've got Maul, who apparently I don't have awakened at all. So this will be number 1 for him. Okay, Abyssal Surge now inflicts freeze aside from knocking ground enemies back. Well, that can help, sure. Let's freeze them. I like it. Let's awaken Maul, first off. He's a good character. We also have the background fights complete up there. We also got a 4-star psychic power for that, which is always nice. Okay. Now, who else do we have here who might need a little bit of awakening? I have to look carefully because I'm not super visual. Okay, now I've got a bajillion of this guy now. Which one of them have I done anything to? Have I done anything to any of them is the other question. How can I find out? Did I, in fact, miss one somewhere? Or are we good? I don't know. All of these are questions to which I do not know the answer. I'm checking to see if any of them have gear on. It doesn't look like it. I obviously haven't leveled any of them. Have I promoted any of them? Because if I haven't done anything to any of them, then it doesn't really matter which one I choose. I guess I haven't promoted any of them. There's no markings like I have. So, what does it mean? Does it mean that I should just pick one and start awakening him? I'm feeling like that's the answer. I want to make sure I haven't. It'd be a shame to awaken the wrong guy, right? I think so. Okay, so obviously I've done nothing whatsoever to any of them. Awakening him once is going to give him a chance to trigger Whirlwind Slash plus 10%. Whirlwind Slash deals AoE damage to multiple nearby enemies. Sweeping Whirl, when taking damage, there's a 10% chance to cast Whirlwind Slash, dealing 80% AoE damage. All AoE damage taken is reduced by 5%. Okay, alright, good to know. Good to know. Whirlwind Slash plus 10%. Alright, let's go ahead and do it. Sure. Why not? Awaken. And I may want to look into him a little bit better later on and see if I actually like him. I got 1 4-star psychic power for that. Then we'll awaken him again. with one of these other copies we have here. And that gives him attack plus 5% and a 4-star psychic power shard for us. Token for us. Not a shard. Alright. This one is going to give an enhanced sweeping whirl. Triggering whirlwind slash restores hit points by 5%. Well, that's a cool thing. I like it. Let's do it. Awaken there. I'm going to be able to awaken him one more time. Very cool. Alright, got that. And a 4-star psychic power to boot. And then the last time that we can awaken him right now is time number 4, which is going to increase his hit points by, I think, 10%. Yes, 10%. And we get 1 4-star psychic power for that. Cool. All very good. If I decide to use him, there he is, all awakened out. Do I have anybody else that I need to awaken? I have a lot of duplicates hanging around. 214 out of 220. Maybe I want to sell some guys real quick, huh? Let's check and see. Do I have any 1-stars? No, no 1-stars. How about some 2-stars? Got some 2-stars. How many of them might I want to go with? I like to keep 4 of all the fusible ones. Just because, what if I want to make some fusible guys, you know, later on? And also, you know, I gotta have some kind of cannon fodder to eat. We're gonna dismiss the rest of these and get 5,600 coins. Yeah, I gotta eat some people to level other people up, so I may as well, you know, keep 4 of the fusible ones as opposed to anybody else, and theoretically still have some to deal with. Now, these guys, I just threw one of these Elicosses back unnecessarily, but these guys will give me gems to sell. And so they're good, not gems, but diamonds. Sometimes I interchangeably call them gems for no apparent reason that I can discern. I currently can't think of any reason that I want to keep any of the non-fusible guys. I had kept some previously, but I don't really know why. I can't think of any reason to right now. And so probably I'm just going to sell them and regret it later. Hopefully not, but that'll give us 1,110 diamonds, and that could come in handy, so it is what it is. Qualified for fusion? Yes, I'm aware. Let's go for it. Alright, so back out of there. We did all that. Let's go here and figure out what we've got here. We've got 6,240 coins, 6,216 XP potions, 1 legendary extract, 80 of each of these insignia mage 3s. Or insignia mage, not necessarily 3s. And then 90 divine emblems for that. Click OK there. Go over to heroes because we need to try to deal with promoting this, whatever his name is, Solkadin's up. Alright, so let's promote him. Got everything we needed for it. Got some lead points for the War of Fates, which is nice. And unlock this, which will be extremely beneficial, I think, against that boss. I do approve that message. I can't star him up and promote him up to level 60. We're just going to have to take it as it is for the moment. I do need to deal probably with Scorch and see if I can level him up some. A little bit more if possible, at least. Can't get him up to level 40, but we did get him up to level 39. Mean that's better. They'll stand up a little bit better probably in this faction trial this way. Alright, let's first of all go check the arena again because we should be able to refresh the folks on here. Yeah, okay, so let's try that. Confirm this. Um, doesn't look particularly lovely. Yeah, the lowest guy we would have to fight is 404,469 BP, which is significantly more than 321,251. Um, so I think I shan't. We'll just not for the moment. How's about? Um, it is 10:51 p.m. just to give you an idea of where we're at right now. Okay. Hey, I'm only one shard away from this 4-star psychic power creation. Don't particularly need it right now, but nonetheless, it's good to know where I sit, and that is where it's at the moment. Okay, I have 47 stamina. I can go ahead and throw some at gear rate 3. May as well, right? Stage 15 is where I'm at with that. Let's go ahead and max this out, which means fight 2 times. And get that going and come back over here. And then hop back into this Pantheon. Go on to this area and see what I can do on stage 7. Maybe things will go a little bit smoother now that we have some folks. I want to say geared up, but promoted up and awakened and all that business. I don't know actually that I awakened any of these guys, but I did gear them up, and feels like a win. All right, let's see. I don't know exactly how I was doing it last time, but it doesn't matter too much because last time I didn't win anyway. So what does it matter, right? Let's throw Selkadins there, and then hopefully we can get Cetrum down. And I think with that Selkadins, he does his ultimate pretty quickly, which is nice. Let's go ahead and I guess I'll stick. Yeah, I'll put Dao Chan down so that she's ready. And I think at this time I'm going to leave her in the mode she's in. Really, I don't think this is going to work because he can only hold 2. And he's not going to have enough DPS to do anything. I'm not liking it. They're already piling up. I'm gonna stick Cena out. Nothing to do about it. No bueno. Can't do. Alright, well, that's okay. It's just gotta be what it's gotta be. Alright, let's put this fella right here, shooting this way. And I think it'll actually be probably okay anyway, now that we've got that one out. I guess in this direction. I don't really want to, but we'll do it. Disapproval is high. Alright, and then... Oh no, we let the guy die. Oh no, I've got to restart. Alright, restart. Let's try again. This time. We're gonna do better. It's gonna be fine. Okay. Did not pay enough attention and save Scorch. Not sure. I didn't even switch Dao Chan into DPS mode this time. He just, man, he just cannot hold up. So I don't know. It's trouble. Right here in River City. That's fine. We'll just go ahead and stick this fella out and start on this whole process. And in fact, that wasn't even a good move, to be honest, but that's okay. It's fine. We're just gonna go this way. I feel like I could have done better at placement. That's okay. That wasn't quite ready. Just throw him over there. Oh, whoa. Okay. I did not realize that we'd already killed the chick there. could put him out, but there wouldn't be much point right now. I think I'll stick Maureen facing this way instead. We have one more deployable unit at the moment. There's not a lot of... I guess I can stick Autumn there for now. And then we'll probably pick her up in a minute. Kind of need the Scorch down. So if I can find what I did, I'm going to pick up Maureen, put down Scorch, and we're going to hope... Oh, that's highly unfortunate. He just instantly died. And unfortunately, I could have stuck the other guy back down instead. So let's restart this yet again. I'm gonna try this again. Alright. This time, perhaps I can pay better attention and get things laid out a little bit better. We'll try it. I didn't see when the boss died, and that's a problem. Got to try to do better. Do better. Be better. Alright, I don't really... I could have stuck, I suppose, Maureen down already, but... Or maybe I could have stuck Dao Chen back down. May have been more helpful. Really not sure. See if we can get some of these guys hit a little sooner. Perhaps. Not certain. Well, this one, I don't know. I think Anai does better DPS, probably. Not really sure on that, honestly. Now I'm noticing that the boss is running low, and I'm thinking this time I may go ahead and switch Dao Chan back. Now that the boss is dead, so I'm actually gonna go ahead and pick up both Cetrum and Scorch this time, or no, not Scorch, Cetrum and whatever that guy's name is that I just learned about the existence of. Sulkadins? Yes, Sulkadins. Pick him up. You gotta pay attention. Oh my gosh, he died way too fast. I couldn't even do anything. Okay, I can't use him. Man, what a shame. What a shame. That was just too fast. I wonder if I could put Xena first. Okay, let's try that. If Xena was in front, perhaps. I gotta think about this a little bit more. Sokadin's ultimate goes off very quickly, which is nice. Now that might give me enough time to throw her out. And then still be able to get Xena out as well. Put Dao Chen, then Xena here out front. Alright, so we'll go back to... Okay. I gotta think about this a little bit. Maybe I stick him here. And then we put Nocturne. Perhaps we put Nocturne here. And then we can put a knife facing inward over there. And I failed again to see that she died. It's a problem. Now, if we face her this way, we get a decent spread on those guys. I think I clicked that too soon, but that's okay. Now, I probably ought to switch her to healing. For the moment, this is where they're about to start piling up. And so, possibly him here to start DPSing that stuff down pretty well. And then this is a problem we've got. But I think I can stick Scorch here for a second. Use Sulkadin's thing. Ah, it wasn't good enough. No. It wasn't good enough. What a shame. What a shame. Alright, so what if I don't put Scorch down at all? He just doesn't live long enough no matter what I do. So if I don't put him down, but I do get Cetrum and Sulkadin's down, then maybe they can just DPS it after it gets past Xena. I don't know. Seems bad, honestly. Alright, we throw her out, we use the ultimate over here. We need to get her out in DPS mode. And then Xena's gonna go right there. Have to pay attention to when the chick up there gets killed. Which is going to be sooner than I think. And I think this time I had done it a little bit differently to good effect. I think I had put him here. Nocturne was up top, facing in, with an eye facing out. Okay, she's almost dead. I've got to pay attention to that. Because ideally, we want to hit these guys up as soon as possible. And I better switch her to healing mode for this moment. And it would be nice to be able to get back into DPS mode, but I don't know if that's reasonable. It's not looking great. She's blocked those two. But we're not having a whole lot of time here to get anybody going. We've got him. We've got Cetrum. Can't hit either one from there. How far down can Cetrum hit? Not far enough. I'll stick him there. His ultimate might be able to, but I just can't. Just can't get it in time. It's no good. No good. Let's see. Is there any? I better shut this off before we accidentally win. Yeah, no, can't do it. All right. I need just a little bit more, like, a little bit more of anything. Can't quite get there. All right. Cetrum did the most DPS, followed by Xena, then Sulkadin's. Which, if I could level Sulkadin's up, I suspect that would make a huge difference. Because killing that boss faster would be everything. Get them out where they needed to go. Yeah, no bueno. Alright. Background fight is complete. We got 7,000 coins, 1,704 XP potions, a couple of pieces of gear, 35 Forgotten Palace trophies, and 20 Divine Emblems for that. Not bad. Okay, out of here. You know what? Let's do the basic trial real quick. I'm not going to try stage 8 as it is already 11 p.m., but we will autopilot. We'll actually quick clear this one. Sure, do that. And we got 156 XP potions and 19 of these, whatever they are here, these insignias. Shelter insignia too, so that's what they are. Which means that we can claim this 10,000 gold for clearing faction trial on any difficulty level one time. And also the box at the top over here, which is 35 diamonds. Not too shabby. We can also hop over to Root and see if he has anything. He doesn't currently have anything that I'm super interested in. We'll do a free refresh on him. We get 3 frees per day. So there's one. And I don't see anything that I love there. So we'll refresh again for our second refresh of the day. Which also isn't that enticing in any way. So let's try the third free refresh and see where that takes us. Nothing good. No goodness. Well, there's a 500 coin refresh. Let's do that. They sold me. The gambling is real. Nope, nothing there. Try that again. Okay, well, we got 25,000 coins for 5 auto fights. Sure, let's do that. Let's do the 1,000 refresh now that we have gotten a little bit of a reward for our efforts here. Nothing doing there. Try again. No, really kind of looking for a summoning crystal, to be honest. It's just not happening. Try again. I mean, I'm getting some auto fights. That's good, right? It's gotta be worth something. Get those. Try this again. Man, no. Just a whole lot of no. No, nothing. Got nothing. Alright, fine, do that way. Let's check over here in the mine. We got 3,050 coins, 2,650 XP potions, 12 stamina, 1 auto fight attempt, and 6 mithril there. Let's claim this stuff. Very nice. Okay. In that case, come over here and stare at these things. The shelter insignia, I don't know which one that was. Shelter insignia 2. I wonder if it was this one. No. This one, okay, alright, so that's what we want, was these guys here. So, we would need like 38 of these, and we can make 2 of them. I don't think we're getting very far with that. So that's no good there. Let's see, what faction is this? Is it? No, I don't know. Hold on, let's see what the options are. I don't know. How Infernal? Is it Infernal? Maybe. Yes, Infernal. Okay. See if there's anything at all that can be done that would be useful. We've got Nocturne over here who could be leveled up a little bit. But what good that would do. Otherwise, it's not grand and glorious, I don't think. Okay, alright, I could get some promotions on some guys maybe. Let's see what we got for any of these guys here. I can't do any starring up, but I can do some other things. So I could get some of these, these promotion materials and level Nocturne up a bit, give them some more boost stats. This is who? This is Titus. This is the guy who dies very quickly. This is the guy who you were saying, or someone earlier was saying, self-heals, which he does, but I don't have that part on yet, do I? This is the one I would need for him to do the self-healing. Now I wonder if that would be helpful enough to get me there. I think it might be worth trying. Let's go ahead and get the materials. I just need to do a couple of quick runs from these raids. So I see no reason not to. I'll do 2 of those and go ahead and get as much as is needed there. So let's do 2 and start these, and it will just instantly give me what I need, which is 20 of these insignia of endurances, and we got 20 of each type of insignia of endurance, 2 legendary extracts, 20 divine emblems, and 1,560 gold in addition to 1,260 hero XP potions. So got that, and so we can promote him, which will give him his self heal. And again, that could make all the difference, honestly. Looks like I don't have any gear on him at this point. That's probably because I wasn't using him today. So throw some stuff on him, see if he has an artifact. He does have an artifact, and that artifact has increased his max HP. That seemed fine. Promotion, sure, okay. See if we can upgrade him at all. No, we can't. It's unfortunate. It would be nice. Otherwise, not a lot, I think, that I can do. I can level this guy, or promote this guy up a little bit. Would it do any good? I mean, possibly. If I get up to there, attack speed of 50 per attack for 5 seconds. I don't know. Pyros. Is he worthwhile? Who knows? Who knows? But he is a lord. The current lord skill is way outmatching whatever he's got, I'm sure, then. So, okay. Let's go ahead and get a few of these. Three battles here. Methinks we need 64 stamina. Let's cash in a few of these friendship points. And we should have all the stamina we need. So let's start that. On the quick clears, that'll give us 1 mythic extract, 2 legendary extracts, 30 of each of the insignia of mages, 40 divine emblems, 2,340 coins, and 1,890 XP potions. Not bad. Alright, back out of there. Promote this guy up where he needs to be. Maybe it'll be enough to make a difference between all of his promotions and everything else. Maybe then if I use the self-heal guy instead of Scorch again, maybe he lives. We'll see. Increased his attributes a little bit there. Could star him up. I have 9 of these tokens at the moment. Is it worthwhile? I don't know. I'm not really sure. Let's head back over to the Infernal thing and see what we have here as far as people who could be startup and whatnot, right? Now he would need different guys to start him up. Any of those guys would. Could also go ahead and get his parts that he needs to promote him and get his attributes up a little bit too. That's Nocturne, and I have enough of the extracts that it seems like that's probably would be worthwhile. But I forgot how many I need. Okay, so we need to do it 8 times actually, which is a good number. Let's do these auto fights. Start that. And we'll need 149 stamina. So let's use one of these huge stamina potions we've got sitting around here and start on that. And so, if we can get that, that promotion, we got the other promotions, there is some degree of possibility that we might be able to do that faction trial successfully. Let's hop on over the storage. Okay, nothing there that's of note. We got events going on, 2 with rewards to claim. That's the War of the Fates. 100 diamonds on that. We are on, or I guess we're on the way to getting 200 stamina. We've got a long ways to go. We just now hit that 100 diamonds, and it's just right there at it. So we're not going to make it to that 200 super soon. What's this thing? Hero skin choice. The Celestial Consort Nora, the Desert Viper Cyrene, Serenade of Tides Mari, Nightwood Vixen Idril, Emerald Piper Sadie. I haven't even heard of Sadie. I don't even know that one at all. And then Ancient Summoning Crystals ×3. So those would be your options from that bundle there. There's some cool stuff here in this, and the majority of it I'm not going to get anywhere near. But I might can make that 200 stamina. Who knows? We'll see. Alright, so that being the case, let's hop out of there and go over to the Gold Dragon Pass. We got a weekly quest done. It's eliminate 2,000 monsters, which we can claim 1,125 gold dragon tokens for, and level up to 41. Let's get these level rewards, which just so happens to be 25,000 hero XP potions. Well, that's going to come in handy for sure right in a moment, because we could use a little bit of leveling on some of these folks, and this is going to help us get there. So I need the Infernal, alright, and then I think, hold on, let's use brains for a moment, maybe. Okay, we can upgrade Titus, and that'll get us a little bit further towards survival there. I got him to level 44 with that 25,000. That ought to help a little, every little bit, I should say. Every little bit helps. Cannot promote him because he's not, nothing is going well there as far as that goes. I could, not really much I can do here. I doubt I'm close enough to be able to upgrade him to the next level. I can, actually. I can make it to level 44 with him. Sure, let's do it. Alright, so level 44 for Titus, level 44 for Nocturne. That ought to make a small amount of difference, at least. Perhaps Titus can take more than 2 hits. Don't know. Could star this guy up. And, I suppose I may as well. Let's go ahead. I don't know if I want to. I haven't really decided. I just got this guy, and I don't know anything about him. Like, anything. His lore. Probably promoting him would be a grand thing, I would imagine. So, okay. Let's go ahead and star him up so that he can hit level 50 someday. Yeah, why not? Why not? Alright, nothing we can do about upgrading him. We don't have nearly enough XP potions. Now I can get him another star, or get him another promotion, however we look at that, by doing a couple more runs on the Mage Place. Seems like a good idea, because it would enhance this talent. Empowers increases his attack speed by 50 per attack for 5 seconds, stacking up to 6 times. That feels like it's probably a good thing to do. We'd have to do 2 more runs of the mage stuff, but it seems like that's probably going to be a good idea. Okay, let's see here. Let's go back to the arena while we wait and see if there's anybody that looks like fun. On this screen, not so much, but let's refresh. See what we've got. Okay, so the closest to our BP level is Aeroly. Aeroly at 364,337 BP, significantly higher than what we have, but still, it's in the realm of consideration. Uh, she obviously has a baby bomb on here. It raises the stage monster BP to 372,731, which means probably I'm going to get slaughtered, but that's okay. We'll do it anyway. That's what it's all about, right? Getting beaten a little bit in your face now and then. Alright, so they've thrown out immediately Sun Wukong. Sun Wukong's very good DPS. And so even though he was late coming out, he still beat the boss, or beat this guy, it's not even the boss, beat the monster before Xena could finish what she had already started. It's not great, but it's okay. We'll get through these hard times. Um, it's not great. However, he's laying out some more people over here. Now he has Vorn. It says Unshackled Frenzy dispels up to one buff from the target. Then basic attack turns into 3 consecutive strikes, dealing 3 instances of 90% damage and inflicting 2 types of poison on the target. For each stack of poison on the target, increases damage dealt by 1% up to a 30% increase. So he would work well for the that Valera, Numera, something like that. Maybe it's Numera. We have Dao Chan over here. She's got 2 songs she switches between. One's basically kind of a DPS song, and one of them is there's Numera. So he has the Numera. He's got the combo here. Whatever that guy's name was, Warren, and Numera. They're bosom buddies. They both do poison. Alright, so we're beaten by Aeroly, who had 364,337 BP. Their big ticket item was Sun Wukong, who did 4,007,000 damage over the course of that. But they had 2 very nice follow-ups. One of them was Numera, I think her name is, and one of them was, I think, Warren. I wouldn't recognize him otherwise, but he looks like he's probably the one who goes with her. Now I noticed that both of them have a little bit of green in their visuals here, and I'm wondering if green equals poison, right? It would make some sense. So I'm gonna go with the possibly on that, since I don't have a lot of experience with it. The only one that I have with poison was Phelan. I don't know if she has any green or not. In fact, there's one way to find out. I'll go and look. Does Phelan have green? That's the question. Ah, look at that. Powerful star up supply bundle. Small. It comes with 1 5-star psychic power, 4 4-star psychic powers, 1 double XP bonus that lasts a day, 300 stamina, and 70,000 XP potions, which is a very small amount of XP potions, I'll note. But anyway, that's 1,499 W gold for that. Now let's go have a look at Phelan and see if there's any green in her icon. Okay, here she is. Oh, look at that. Her little staff is green. It's not in the icon, but she kind of got a green glow all over the place. I guess I never really paid sufficient attention. Yeah, it's sort of a green mist around her. It's not an aura, it's more like I don't know, like when people draw scent coming off of someone. It's kind of like that. It's a fog that is emanating from, I don't know if it's emanating from her or if it's emanating from her staff. It's hard to say. One way or another, she's got a green glow, and they also have the green, so I think green glowy stuff equals poison. Big thoughts. Deep ones. Alright. Now, let's get back out of there and look around for a moment at what I've got. What I don't have is XP bonus running, which is highly unfortunate. My absence for the last couple of days, or my diminished presence, I should say, for the last couple of days is showing its you know man, my brain, it's not there. uh Regardless, the point is I missed a couple of days of that XP bonus. I did actually get it, um because I was checking in to do the dailies very quickly, but I didn't get to share that part with you guys, and I also didn't take super high advantage of it. So there's that. Okay, so we got 6,240 coins, 6,216 XP potions, one legendary extract, and 80 of each of these insignia of mages, plus 80 of the divine emblems for the War of Fates. So that's very cool. Now, what was I going to do with them is the question, right? This is the question of the ages. Let's go look, because I don't know. So we're going to promote some people. Now, interestingly, yeah, okay, all right. This is all fine and well. Probably it was him then, right? Maybe. Let's try it. Promote him and give his attributes a boost. And if we need some other ones for someone else, that's fine too. So that's Nocturne, the Plague Mask guy. Alright. And then, what else? Oh, probably it was also him. Yes, yes, yes. That seems important. So I'll actually have to do 5 more runs on the mage materials to be able to promote that guy too. That's a dang shame in it. Um, hmm. Well, let's. I can go ahead and promote this girl, whoever she is. Solil. Solil. That might be the daughter of that fire guy. I don't know. Let's promote her. Why not? We'll get some more of the Fates points. And we have lots of this level of insignias. So, we'll come back to this because I need to go run some the very things that I needed to click through on here for, because I don't know which ones. Let's see. It was this guy here, Pyros. Pyros was the one. So we need to get the materials for Pyros. And I think I said I needed some very high number of them. Maybe it was 5? Possibly. So let's start those running in the background. For 5 of them, we'll use one of these small stamina potions to get 60 stamina, and then start that and hope we got the right number. We did get the right number. Good one. Now, back to go stare at Salil. Okay, 25 of these insignia of mages. We're going to promote her. And I got some league points for that, which is kind of part of the point. Can't promote her again without having this number 3 insignias. And I'm not going to use those on her when I get them. I'm going to use those on, whoever this guy is. Pyros, right? Yeah, Pyros. Alright, so let's just look at various things here. Okay, all is well. All is well. I'm not interested in wasting really kind of anything on him right now. I wonder how these skills will upgrade if I did them. For the most part, I don't think it would help all that much to upgrade his for this battle. Let's see. Might I want to throw anything else at anybody? I mean, you never know, right? Let's check and see. I suppose I've got a lot of this dust. I may as well give Nocturne something upgraded. You can do a little bit more damage, maybe? Damage plus 40% on Dark Sacrifice. That seems like a good thing. Let's go ahead and use another one. Why not? Nocturne is cool because he does true damage. And so that goes through like mitigation increases. Damage increase plus 30% from that. And let's do it again. Why not? We got damage plus 5% on this basic magic attack there. Cool, cool. I like it. Let's go again. What do we got now? Attack speed increase plus 10 on Dark Feathers. That can't be bad. Dark Sacrifices damage plus 40%. Dark Feathers attack speed increase plus 10. Nice. And I'm not going to use any more because I don't want to use the skill crystal thingies. Those are harder to come by far than the dust is at that tier. Checking to see if I want to do anything on any of these guys. Don't really think so. Doesn't look wonderful to me. So that's a no. Not very exciting, I'm afraid. I think I won't. Let's not see how they, as they used to say in the 90s. Alright. Let's see, what else might I want to do? I could go ahead and give the faction trial a try while I wait, but hey, we're already on number 4 or 5. I suppose I may as well give it another second and then do that. Let's check on this. None of these are really within my attack range, as it were. Tempted to try it anyway. Let's go look at the shop. Alright. So, I'm not high enough level to get anything I would want, because I think really, like, out of this stuff, the only things I would currently be very interested in. I suppose the XP bonus is always good. The auto fight tokens are, you know, they're nice to have for sure. But really I need more of these legendary skill crystals more than anything on that riddle, or on that, you know, I guess platinum. Well, no, that's platinum 2. I was thinking it was platinum 1, but it isn't. So platinum 2, I would need the skill crystals and the ancient summoning crystals, and of course anything, you know, that legendary summoning crystal would be nice. That's, you know, I got the rare summoning crystal of the day that I could get, or of the week I should say, so there's no real incentive to get any of these things from the arena shop right now. The Apex shop I haven't done anything with yet, I don't think. I don't know how to get these. Can be used to buy items in the Apex shop, it says, but what it doesn't say is where those come from or what they are. So no real idea, and it may be from those gear dungeons, because that's one of the things I don't have access yet to. You know what? It's probably because I haven't gotten through the storyline stuff yet. I don't know. I kind of have been neglecting that. Should go back and work on it some more, but it's what happened is my guys got so much higher level or higher BP than what's required for those that it's kind of just like doing homework. If that makes sense, instead of doing something with any degree of challenge. So, I thought I would be finished with this fight very quickly, but apparently that one took me a whole minute or something. This mage's one. So we got 3,900 coins, 3,885 XP potions, 2 legendary extracts, 50 of each of the insignia of mages tokens, 60 of the divine emblems. Click OK there. And go back over to our heroes, back over to this infernal symbol here, and try to find this dude. I think this is the dude that I need to promote. Yes, it is. Excellent. So let's promote him and unlock his little talent enhancement. I mean, there you go. You heard the man. Alright, so I think I have gear on everybody. Let's see if I have artifacts on everybody. Surely, right? Surely I do. I only need it on the ones I'm actually going to have out there. So that covers it. Everybody's got some kind of artifact, everybody's got some kind of gear. I haven't really customized it to them necessarily, but it's there. So, let's go on over to the dragon, click on one of these and click on go, and then you gotta do this the long hard way instead of going to the correct place. Stage 7. Now, try this again. This time. Alright, take out Scorch, put in Titus. Now, thoughts. I think the basic idea was fine last time. There were obviously issues, but I think I can do pretty much the same thing. We stick this guy out. I don't know why I'm clicking that, but I'm doing it. Then we need to stick out Cetrum. I'm going to want Xena down here. And I might should have stuck out Brienne first, or whatever her name is. Her name is not Brienne. Her name is something else. It's Maureen. Yes, Maureen is the one. So we'll stick out her. Xena, that is. Okay. He's not going to be one of the higher ones. We need probably a Nye out here. Oh, wait. Did I put people at the wrong place? I don't know. Let's try a Nye here. And that also didn't switch her over. Let's put Nocturne here. I don't know, I suppose. And then we've almost finished that boss over there. For this second, we're gonna stick him here, whatever his name is. Ah, yes, they finished off the boss, so we have to immediately pick them up. And I probably better stick her thing on. Now, hold on. Did somebody... No, nope, nobody died. All is well. Okay, so we can put this Titus dude out behind her. So, this is where we're at, and let's put, for now, no, it won't help. It won't help at all, because he can't receive healing anyway. So all we gotta do is just try to keep him alive for a whole minute by his own self-heal, ideally. So we've gotta try to kill these guys before they, well, just in time for them to not get by. What does this thing do? increasing attack range, restoring 5% HP per second, and dealing 220% damage to up to 3 enemy targets in range. Okay, so we'll wait until he gets hit before we start doing his thing. I can now deploy those guys, and so let's pick up him. And under these conditions, I'm actually just going to face him this way. And this may work. We're only one way. So unless something terrible happens, I think we got this time. All right, excellent. So it didn't need a whole lot to change. And in fact, they didn't get past Xena. They didn't get to Titus at all. With just a little bit more promotions and upgrades going on. So nice. I appreciate it. Okay, so Cetrum did the top DPS out of this group. 3.5 million damage, followed by the new guy. Boy, this is a tough one. What is his name? Solkadins? Maybe, something like that. Then Xena at 2 million. She does her best DPS when she's first placed. And so ideally what you want to do is throw her down, pick her up, and throw her down again, because she does more every time that she's dispatched. And she also does more in the first 25 seconds of being deployed. Then her damage drops off after that. So while it would be nice, I couldn't pick her up really during that fight because she had to be my blocker. Now, this is stage 8. I think it's going to be the same as stage 7, only more. And I don't think that we have a chance of defeating it with all 3 stars, since, we could barely do that one. So, probably can't do this one, but let's go ahead and give it a go and see what happens. I should have gone into the Pantheon and seen if I could do anything to boost them up any before I started, but alas, that is not the way it went. I failed. Okay, throw that out. Then let's put Dao Chan. Throw her into DPS mode right away. And then we'll get Xena out in a minute. I should have already put out Brienne. Failed to do that in time. But now we'll stick Xena out. Let's see. It worked okay, I feel, to put a knife here, and then I was putting Nocturne facing the other direction. Perhaps it can help to do that again. We'll see. I can put this fella here. May as well. Can't remember. Pyros? His name might be Pyros. Now I can stick Titus out when I need to. You've got to pay attention to the boss and try to get her taken care of as quickly as possible. Unfortunately, we just lost somebody because it was Xena, so that won't work. So I wasn't paying attention and didn't switch Dao Chan to healer mode. I gotta try that again. This time, a little more attention paid where it needs to be paid. So, throw out Solkadins. I'm gonna get these names one of these days. Alright, Solkadin's there. And then we throw Titus up here. Not Titus. His name is Cetrum. Alright, let's see if we can get Brienne. No. Maureen. I think it's Maureen here. Then I better wait because I may need to. Okay. Yeah. I could have gotten them both. Let's see if we can get both of them. I think I did a second ago. Yes. So that could have gone a little more smoothly, but no such luck. Okay, let's do her ultimate. Try to get him knocked down a bit. We've got a knight here. Maybe I should have put Nocturne down first, facing the other direction, so we got more hits in. Probably would have been smart. Oh well, smart isn't what we're doing right now. Okay, I think I had him there, and that was working okay. Better switch her over to healer mode. And then it looks like the boss is almost dead. So I definitely want to keep that in mind up there. Probably pretty soon that'll be a non-entity. So we'll pick those two up to try to get them down as soon as possible. I'm gonna have to throw Titus out here and hope he can survive. Not much to do to help here. I can try to increase his stats a bit. He won't get the healing. It's not looking great. Just walked right on by. No good. Did not do it. Nothing. No good at all. So, well, that's about what I expected. Alright, I think that's going to be as good as I can get for the night for sure. It is 11:48 p.m. So, we'll just come back over to stage 7. Oh, no, because we already used our thing for the day on stage 7. So we don't do any of that. We'll just go on over to the Pantheon. And looks like we're 10 away from being able to get this. Can't make that many. So that's no go. I don't know why it wants us to click it. What does it mean? I wonder if there's something I'm missing here. I don't need those, I don't think. Which ones do I need actually? Okay, it's Might Insignia 2s that I need. Might Insignia 2. So perhaps I do. I think I can do that. Dismantle 5 of these and get 10 of those. Sure, that works. And then we can upgrade here. We got a little bit more crit damage that way. Nice. Could do the same with the attack bonus, but we would have to get enough for 40. You know, why not though, right? Why not? Interesting. I haven't really messed with these enough to know exactly what I'm doing here. So we have, okay. Huh. Actually, I have a good number of them that we can dismantle into Might Insignia 2s. We need 40 of those to be able to level up and get an attack bonus. That seems like a good idea. Alright. So dismantle, and we want 40, right? Let's do it. And then upgrade. And it seems to think we can do it again. Sure. 44 of them? Why not? And then upgrade again. I don't think we have 48 more, but it's trying to show us that we do. Maybe. No, we only have 20 more, right? Am I crazy? Maybe I'm crazy. Probably I'm crazy. Interesting. No idea. Cool. Regardless. Nice. I like it. Did I do an auto battle here? Because I should have. I did. Good for me. Good for me. Alright, cool. Get out of there. 11:51. I've got a harbor master returned over here who has a deep sea pearl, 30 island sun tunas, and 30 golden pineapples. Tap to close. What more might I want to do right now? Perhaps I think I'll just go throw some of these. Probably throw some auto battles at these dragons here. Let's do Nightmare 2. Do an auto fight. I have set auto fights fairly recently, so this shouldn't be very out of date with what I've got, because I don't really have anybody that I'm going to exchange in here yet, I don't think. Maybe I do. Maybe I'm wrong. Setram is doing really well. I thought he might be pretty good, and I am convinced that he is pretty good. I like him certain things better than others. I do have somebody who like decreases the defense of the guy, or this is the other thing. I haven't looked at my guys enough to know for sure if I actually have that guy or if I was just looking at him as someone that could be gotten. I'm not sure. It could even be. I don't know. I haven't really looked at Sulkadins very much. I went over him, but I need to look over him again to see exactly what all he does. But I definitely need to look over the new heroes and get that checked out basically. Because I don't know exactly what to do. Definitely need to redo this fight, even though I did it recently. Because now that I'm looking at it, I remember that that I ended up getting a bunch of people killed because I didn't switch Dao Chan over at the right time. I was a little slow on that, and ended up getting almost a party wipe there in the last like 30 seconds, which is not that big of a deal, but it does, it does matter for sure. But yeah, okay, so pretty decent, really. We got the 2,100 points there, the dragon blood things, um, and then some to be fair. And so we'll do that, and then we'll do the Nightmare 1. I don't know if I've reset that recently or not, but we'll go ahead and do it, and then we can claim the chat or not the chest, the rewards for that. I see that Bugajoy hasn't come on and done his fight yet today, but probably when he sees where I have put mine, he'll probably place his accordingly, I would imagine. We shall see. But probably so. Let's see. Otherwise, I think I'm gonna go do the zombie invasion, and I may just do like a quick random run of it because again, it's almost midnight. I'm trying to get on. Okay, to say that I'm trying to get on a better sleep schedule, um, is true, and yet I'm not really succeeding. I'm making the effort. And what ends up happening is that I'm still going to bed at 3 in the morning, in spite of my attempts. It's like I try to get going in that direction sooner, and yet, nonetheless, 3 a.m. rolls around and still sees me with my eyes open. So there's that. But hopefully, if I can continue my efforts in this regard, maybe I can get to bed by 2 in the morning instead, I mean, hey, it's a dream, We we all have goals in life, and mine is to get to bed. I mean, it would be great before 2 in the morning, but I'm gonna say by 2 in the morning. Seems Seems like something that is achievable for most people. Maybe it's achievable for me, who knows? We'll see. Regardless, I'm going to make the effort once more. Alright, so we challenged Drake's Chasm 2 times, and we're going to claim this guild quest as a result of that, and we're going to get 20 guild coins, 20 guild activity tokens, and 5,000 gold coins. Also, I've started reading... Oh, let's go ahead and clear artifact material rate on any difficulty level 3 times while we're at it and get that. I started reading 1984 to my son the other day, and that's been entertaining. I'm gonna do this once. We're gonna need to do it 3 times, so let's go ahead and claim one of these. I think one of these small stamina potions would be fun. But yeah, so that's been entertaining, to say the least. I haven't gotten very far into it yet. We got 3,800 coins, 756 XP potions, 2 of these something or others here. Let's see what they are. They're flawless meteorites, 10 mithril, 10 divine emblems from that. Interesting. And then we need to do it 2 more times, and we'll do the auto battles for that. I was using up the quick clears for the day, because we get 10 per day that, essentially, as far as I am aware, don't really stack up. You just have to use them, right? I think. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think that's the way that works. And then there are others you can earn by doing quests and things like that. Let's see. Guild members completing these stages total 500 times. Well, we're working on that. Working on it. Get there. Alright. Then let's check on heroes. And so this is Sulfidence. Let's have a look at him. What all does he do? Okay, when attacking the same target, basic attack deals increasing damage. Each attack increases damage by 6% for 10 seconds up to 10 times, and inflicting burning. Alright, that is his talent. His Lord skill is very good. Increases faction team members' basic attributes by 15%. When he casts Hell Breaks Loose, all faction team members gain penetration increase and deal 30% extra damage to elites and bosses for 15 seconds. And that ignores 30% of defense and magic resistance. It's like a partial true strike. It's like a... I don't know, it's almost true. It's white lies only, So that's neat. That's when he casts Hell Breaks Loose. Now, Hell Breaks Loose is his ultimate. So, basically, his passive effect increases team members' basic attributes for 15%. Now, this is interesting. We have this, we have another Lord in the Infernal faction. And let's see here. It is Pyros. Lord skill increases faction of team members' basic attributes by 10% when he casts his ultimate. All faction members. Okay, so yeah, it's the same thing, only the baby version. All right, cool. So when he casts Hellbreak Loose, that goes off, but also the talent effect increases damage by 11% for 12 seconds. And he march one target, and all heroes prioritize attacking that target, and when it expires, the mark explodes, dealing 240% AoE damage. And when the hero is deployed as the Lord, gains Pyro Blitz, which means that 2 faction team members with the highest attack join forces to channel energy to the Lord regardless of the location. Lord gains each participating faction member's current 50% attack and 60% crit damage. So, if they were doing their ultimates and their ultimates increased their attack and crit for the ultimate duration, we could choose their ultimate first and then choose his, and he would gain more attack and or crit depending on what they were doing, as a result of their ultimate increasing theirs. Or if crit somebody else who increases attack or crit of the group, and we did that ultimate first, then we could do his, and it would chain. That's cool. All right. Interesting. All right. Other than that, that's just a damage, you know, normal passive effect that he continues to do. Continuous effect. I don't know what you call it. Yes, burning. During the next ultimate, every essence deals 60% extra damage. Nice. Becomes immune to burning damage. After talent inflicts burning on targets, there's a 30% chance to increase their received burning damage by 25%. Yeah, I'm gonna actually have to give him a go on the dragon here soon, because when attacking the same target, basic attack deals increasing damage. Each attack increases damage by 6% for 10 seconds, up to 10 times, and inflicting burning. Interesting. Okay, so that's something to consider. And let's see if we can upgrade him any. We can't yet. Alright. Let's go ahead and check mark this. We got 7,600 coins, 1,500 XP potions, 10 flawless meteorites, 9 radiant meteorites, 21 mithril, and 20 divine emblem from that. Finishing off this guild quest over here, wherever it may be. There we go, got it. And allowing us to claim these 20 gold coins, 20 guild activity tokens, and 1 small stamina potion for that. Okay, cool. I haven't done the tide thing today, but rather than actually spend time doing it, I'm just going to claim the loot. Because again, gotta try to do something about sleeping at some point. So I'm just gonna try to do this. And so we got 30 legendary skill dust, 276 talent points, 38 epic skill dust, 11,000 gold, 45 stamina, 90 rare skill dust, a fallen reaper demon soldier shard, 2 carrion hound demon soldier shards, and 1 skillkin mage demon soldier shard. Very nice, very nice. Excellent. We'll look at those tide talents at some point and try to do some more of those tides at some point as well. Those waves. And I haven't done the void rift either. Man, I tell you, I'm behind on all things. When I do the void rift, it looks like I'll be able to do this elite one this time. It's got a little thumbs up on it, which maybe that means, you know, hey, you're cleared to do this, or maybe it just means we recommend that you do this. Not really sure. But we shall see whenever I have a chance to do that. Let's go check out Root over here. And in fact, I may want to toss a few more summons out there. In spite of not really having any crystals, I still have plenty of diamonds. I'm trying not to use the diamonds on this, but it is very tempting. That new mirror is pretty cool. Here's quests. Claim the Tide Onslaught rewards 1 time. We get 1 stamina potion sample for that. Okay, let's check on the arena because I can refresh those as well. And I'll go ahead and do that and see if there's anybody that I want to fight here. That's weird right there. 1,465, and we've got Cuke as the only guy there. That seems real sketchy, but you know what? Why not? Let's give it a go. Maybe they are going to slaughter us in some nefarious manner with their Cuke. I'm kind of curious. It's a Russian fellow with the Cyrillic name. That's one of those names I cannot pronounce, unfortunately. And so, well, that was weird. I suppose because it was such a low BP, the thing just died. Now, we've got Cuke over here. He's level 1. Well, that was weird. Alright. Okay. It's, interesting. Alright. We got 3 arena coins, 50 divine emblems, and 5,000 gold for that. Puke did 2,093 damage for that. Uh, Alright. No words. Let's go back. Haven't seen that quite happen before. Wonder what the thing is there. What's that guy doing? I don't know, it's a little sketchy. Okay, we have here Bloom69, who has about 70,000 more BP than we do, and it's going to absolutely slaughter us. Let's pick the dough. His team is gonna just absolutely win this, but alright, auto fight, sure. Let's see what fun stuff he's got to lay out here. Alright, he has Boulder on, which I see many times in Arena. Gains 1 stack of Chaotic Vitality. One of these days I'm gonna have to find out what that actually means. When Potent Surge reaches its maximum, gains 2 stacks of Chaotic Vitality, inflicts vulnerability versus physical damage on nearby enemies continuously during the effect duration. Then we have Dao Chan, who placed next, and Cadram, who I have heard of, but don't know anything about. Cadram has Mountain's Pulse, applies a permanent shield to the hero equal to 100% max HP, and applies a shield to adjacent allies equal to 30% of the caster's max HP, lasting for 10 seconds. Interesting choice. We are, as expected, getting utterly slaughtered by this fellow here. They've got our Dea down here. I haven't seen that one before. That's gonna be something I'll have to figure out what is later. So Bloom69 with 390,467, something like that. Yes. So top damage there was Balderon with almost 6 million damage. Followed by looks like Xena and Arrogance tied for second place on that. Idrin and Sun Wukong did similar numbers as well. Interesting. So for that we got 3 arena coins and 20 divine emblems. Fun times. Now I will go and pull a few more guys, I think. Feeling frisky. So let's do it. I don't have any of these red summoning crystal thingies. I do have 4 of these legendary crystals. I don't know. Let me look at the pity timer thing here. Pity timer will activate if no legendary hero is summoned after 12 consecutive summons. Yeah, I don't think that I've gotten any. No, I haven't gotten any legendaries off of this. We've done 8 summons. Got a chance to get this Numera or Valeria. Let's try it. Let's do it. Legendary summon to Divis. Why not? Well, for the first summon, we got Olog, 4-star defender from the Northern faction. This larger-than-life defender is nigh unbreakable. Just try and get past its towering shield. Alright, cool. I haven't done anything with Olog yet. I've heard good things about him, but I haven't gotten him ready to do things yet. Oh no, another one. Alright, well good. Okay, so awakening number, I guess 2, maybe even 3, who knows? Olog. Very nice. Interesting. Let's see. Number 3, we have Vorok. He's the dude we got earlier today, and we awakened him up 4 times, so this will be the 5th awakening, I think, for Vorok. Voroth, rather. He's a 4-star fighter from the Northern faction, as hard as the tundra from which he hails. Voroth's great axe sweeps the battlefield, dealing AoE damage. Okay, we've got 1 left. Let's go ahead and do it. I think Voroth was one of the ones that was on the list of folks to get there. And then we have Laurel. Laurel is very good, and I do need some awakenings, I think, for her. So she's a 4-star mage from the Esotericist faction. This pastoral mage aids allies by increasing range. Rage. I almost said range. I did say range, but rage is what it is. Their damage increases when others cast ultimates. Alright, well that was cool. Didn't get there. But we did get two of the purples that were on the banner here. We got Olag, and we got whatever his name is, who just now pulled. Roroth. Alright, so Roroth and Olag did not get this guy, but I think this is Nazim. Yeah, I played with him a little bit in a faction trial yesterday. No, it wasn't. Yes, I don't know, whenever it was. Maybe it was Friday. Not sure. Did a little bit with him. Alright, well, what we didn't get, however, was Numera or Valeria. Sad times. The good news is, we have almost done it enough times to activate the pity timer, so that's cool. Maybe next time we do these, it'll be there. We'll see. For now, let's hop over here and use up a little bit of these diamonds that we have. 11,000 is a good number. I think we'll have enough for the banner next month. Between that and the diamonds that we'll have by then. So, alright, we got Langland, a 2-star healer. Langland is as devout as can be. His healing magic dispels negative effects, keeping allies in the fight. That was Langland. He's exciting. We got the spiritual altar points, which I kind of want. So, Walgrak, the 2-star mage, running with a band of thieves. Walgrak slows enemies with his putrid magic while increasing his own speed. Cool. Summon again. And it occurs to me too that I should go and use some of my fish and whatnot. Mark. Overall, the 3-star fighter, the epitome of a berserker. Shields won't help when he enters a rampage. So let's go do that real quick before we get too far into this. This one here, I believe, gives us these mystery rewards, and we can do up to 3 of them successfully. So let's see what we get if we produce one right now. We got a rare summoning crystal, very nice. Yes, we'll go use it, see what happens. Probably will come right back in a moment, but first, events, spiritual altar, and we get to claim some things here. We got 300 diamonds, which is nice. 1 5-star psychic power, and 1 legendary skill crystal. All of that is very good. I would also like to get this here ancient summoning crystal though. That seems fun. Feels like a good gamble, really, to do some more. Alright, so we'll go back to summon. And special invocation of spirits. Let's try this again. I must be getting somewhat close to pity on these. I'm not really sure. Haven't kept any kind of count. But here's Screef, 2-star marksman. Can't trust this one. This vile goblin will lead you into the dark before plugging you with his daggers. All right. Go back over here and see if we can get another summoning crystal of some kind. Let's see what happens with these. We'll have 1 more we can make after whatever this is. This is 10 ancient summoning crystal shards. Nice. Let's produce 1 more then. This will be the last one of these we can get for the moment. And it is 5 legendary summoning crystal shards. Now hop out of here. Let's go to storage and see if we have anything. We don't. It's all no bueno. We are closest on the legendary summoning crystals. Only 6 away from that, but so far away. Alright, then in that case, I will head back over to this and use a few more of these diamonds. Perhaps we'll get something fun. Who knows? Who knows? We got Gogren, the 3-star fighter, stained crimson. This feral beast rouses allies with his war cry and goes berserk when health is low. Alright, continue there. Summon again. There's Rex. Rex, the 3-star defender on the Watcher faction. Unyieldingly loyal to the commander, Rex uses sword and shield to stun enemies and deal AoE damage. He's one of the first guys that we get in this game. So what do we have next here? We have Rogers, the 2-star defender. Stalwart and loyal, Rogers can bolster his own defenses to become a human wall. We're gonna do 2 more after this, I think at least. Alright, here's Ryder, the 2-star fighter. Obsessed with Arlo, this double-bladed warrior mimics his head and can heavily increase his own attack. Okay. Then what we got? It is Voltus, the 3-star mage from the Cultist faction. Voltus, assigned to protect the commander, possesses electrical powers of mysterious origin. Beware his devastating storm. He is also one of the first ones that you get. And Rex are real close. Alright, let's try it again. See what we get. It is Rumnose, the 2-star defender. This cheeky goblin can't stay out of the dream. When healthy, he's mighty hard to take down. Alright, all that good for the moment. And then come look, I want to see where we're at on the spiritual altar. Now we have 7,416 points. It would take what in order to get to that 7,700? We need almost 300 points. So we would either have to get 2 4-stars, or 4-star Lord, or better. Is that worth pulling on? And it would give us an ancient summoning crystal. You know what? I think it is. Yeah. Okay. All right. I can try to do that. Get a purple. Should be doable, hopefully. We got Rogers, a 2-star defender. Stalwart and loyal, Rogers can bolster his own defenses to become a human wall. Excellent. Try again. And you did get a purple. It's not a lord. So we don't get the amount that we need. We would need a second purple to be able to get the amount that we need. It's Nazim, the 4-star mage from the Esotericist faction. Beware the Skelkin spell sword. Nazim can summon a phantom blade which steals enemy HP for allies. Cool. So now we gotta get a second purple. And I think that'll be enough to get where we need to be. Sorzus, the 3-star mage from the Nightmare faction. Advisor to the Nightmare Legion, Sorzus preys on the weak. He does exceptional damage to low HP enemies. Excellent. Now what? Now we have Voltus, the 3-star mage from the Cultist faction. Voltus, assigned to protect the commander, possesses electrical powers of mysterious origin. Him again. It's so hot, he's rock. He turns into a human. It's weird. Here's Spring, the 3-star healer. As rejuvenating as the season itself, Spring can heal multiple units at once. I prefer Autumn. Alright, here's Borut, the 3-star fighter from the Watcher faction. He's a lord also. Borut is a roughneck faction leader of the Watchguard. His mechanical fists wreak havoc with burn damage. Alright. Got Langlin, the 2-star healer. Langlin is as devout as can be. His healing magic dispels negative effects, keeping allies in the fight. Then there's Gogren, the 3-star fighter. Stained crimson, this feral beast rouses allies with his war cry and goes berserk when health is low. Okay. Come on, purple. I don't want to use all my diamonds trying to get a purple guy. We can do this. Or better than purple. Oh, excellent. There we go. Here we have Greed. He's a 4-star mage from the Nightmare and Cultist factions. True to his name, this wolfish demon siphons multiple souls at once, inflicting AoE and slow. Excellent. Greed. Perfect. Now, let's get out of there. Because in our events tab, we ought to have, yes, we have here the reward we wanted, which is the ancient summoning crystal. Um, at this point, of course, it's tempting to go ahead and get that 8,400 thing, which is 400 more diamonds. It is a temptation because, man, this is the way they get you right here. But we're gonna go back, and we got. Oh, see, and we also have this to claim too. So we got 2 rare summoning crystals from that. We got this 1 ancient summoning thing. Ah, man. All right. So we'll summon again here. See what we get. Tis Dagna, the 3-star defender from the northern faction. She also is a lord. Mighty things come in small packages. Dagna's the North Throne faction leader, able to greatly heal herself. Cool, cool. Okay, got her, and then we've got a couple of diamonds to spend here. So, let's see what we get from this. Here is Duradel. He's a 3-star fighter. Oh, vampire? Both? Duradel's Surge skill does massive damage and restores HP. Talk about versatile. I feel like a comic book, with that. Talk about versatile. Yeah. And now we have Walgrad, the 2-star mage. Running with a band of thieves, Walgrad slows enemies with his putrid magic while increasing his own speed. And then let's go look and see where we're at on the altar, and I'll debate with myself for a moment because I am tempted to do it again. We got 2,500 coins, 1,800 XP, 11 stamina, and 2 mithril from the mine. Cool. And we've got some things we can run in the background here. We can also come refresh some opponents and check on this arena we got going over here. Alright, we have some degree of chance against Ares. Actually, I remember fighting Ares before at some point, and I'm pretty sure it was this version of Ares, A-R-E-S, I think, is in fact how they had spelled it. I don't remember how it went, but I have vague memories of doing the fight anyway. So, let's give it a go. Let's see how it goes. Let's check out what Ares has to work with. It looks like it's got something that costs a little bit more. It is Numera. That's the very one I would like to get. Nature's Wrath immediately gains 2 extra Grimthorn spikes and rapidly launches all Grimthorn spikes to random enemies in range after charging for a short period. Each spike dealing 520% damage and inflicting 1 stack poison. Seems great. But I will note that we're doing okay so far. We have Vierna down here. Reaper's Grasp deals 800% AoE damage, and I don't know what else because that was the end of that one. So we got the victory on Ares, who has 282,183 BP. He has 3 arena coins, 50 divine emblems, and 1 rare summoning crystal that we got out of that, which is awesome. And looks like his Numera dealt the most damage among everyone, followed by my Xena. So that's good to know. Alright, that. And, okay, we're at 321,458. So I think the rest of these are kind of off limits for us. Out of bounds, It's an out of bounds situation. So then, with that being the case, I'll go over to the Oracle's trial, and we're gonna see. That's not what I wanted to do. I did want to go here earlier, and then I forgot what I was doing. So I guess subconsciously, sure, this is exactly what I wanted to do. Stage 15, we shall auto fight whatever, however many times. It's 3 times to try to get our ranking up in the Oracle trial, but also to try to work toward these rewards on the bottom bar. Alright, so we got that running, and then we wanted to look at the events, spiritual altar, and just see how many more we would need. We would need 300 more points, approximately, 200 and, well, okay, so We could say 200. No, we can't. I was I was thinking, well, we'll get enough of the other little guys along the way, but uh, realistically, we need 300 points. Um, and the other little guys will make up for the rest of it. So that would be 2 purples or 1 purple lord. Um, is that worth 400? I think that's worth 400 diamonds, really. Um, sure, let's do it. I feel like it's fairly reasonable, honestly. Okay, and we already have the one summon from that arena battle, so let's just adding extra to it. So we have Autumn, 3-star healer from the Infernal faction, as comforting as the changing leaves. Autumn uses AoE healing and boosts critical damage. Alright, she's a pretty decent blue healer for sure. And then we have Langwin, 2-star healer. Langwin is as devout as can be. His healing magic dispels negative effects, keeping allies in the fight. Alright, so we're getting 21 points for him. Followed by Praetor, the 2-star defender. Wielding his great mace, Praetor defends the weak while in constant search of his lost love. And we get 21 points for each of the green guys that we get, which, that's not nothing, Here's one of the purples that we need. It's a 4-star Nasandi. She's a healer from the Piercer faction. She's pretty good, and I do need to awaken her, so I'm pretty happy about that one. The tribal bombshell who tends to the weak and weary, able to bounce healing spells and increase attack speed. We had 170 points for that one. So now we just need 1 more purple or higher, and we'll meet our requirement for those diamonds. Here's Drogo, the 3-star Piercer. He's a marksman. There's nowhere to hide. Drogo's massive range and AoE ultimate will have enemies scrambling for cover. He's not very good, I'm gonna warn you right now, in case you thought he might be. Nah, not so much. Not so much. Alright, but we have Rumnose, the 2-star defender. This cheeky goblin can't stay out of the dream. When healthy, he's mighty hard to take down. I really am uncertain if I've ever used him or not. Feel like if I have, it was very briefly. Hey, we got it. We got the purple that we need. This is Phelan. I don't think that we have Phelan awakened all the way. She's a 4-star mage from the Esotericist faction. Phelan controls toxins to eliminate all enemies that stand in her path. She's one that I used to use very often, now I use much less often. She's still very good. Let's go back here and we've got, oh look, we've got something there. But first let's go to the events, go to the spiritual altar, so we can claim these 400 diamonds right here. Now the question is, can I convince myself to do another 600 to get this next lovely thing? Because really, I'm right at the verge of just saying, hey, let's go for the 10,000 and get those 2 ancient summoning crystals. We're so close, and it's only an hour and 30 minutes left on this. It's feeling the pull on that, Alright, we've got these 3 background fights completed, which gives us 10,500 coins, 2,556 XP potions, a few pieces of random gear, 60 Forgotten Palace trophies, and 30 divine emblems. Very nice, very nice. What more was I about to do, I wonder? We gotta go to the summon window here because I have 10 more diamonds to claim. All of those things that I just did. I could do some more. Yeah, I think I might. I don't know. Is it a good idea? Hard to say. Is it a fun idea? I think so. Let's come over to this. We got another 7 minutes over here. It's 12:30 in the morning. Okay. I suppose let's first go to heroes. I'm at 203 out of 220 of those. The thing is, I think I'm probably pretty close to pity. I haven't counted it, but it's likely. maybe not. I don't know. I'm not sure. However, I'm gonna go ahead and check for any heroes that I want to sell because I've been getting quite a few to get. And as it turns out, there are quite a few that I would consider extra here. We'll get some 8,000 gold for that. Those guys, let's check. You know what? Before we sell any blue guys, we better check and see if I need to awaken any guys, right? That would be smart. So it'd be a real shame to sell off the guys that I need to awaken people like Phelan here. So this awakening will give her rage regen +1. Cool. Let's do that. Seems like a good plan. And then, just for curiosity's sake, well, I got one 4-star psychic power there. I want to see what her next thing would do. When Spectral Rod is triggered, inflicts 1 extra stack of poison on affected enemies. That's cool. Alright, well, good to know. We also have Olog. Do I already have any of them started? We got Laurel. Certainly we can awaken her. HP plus 1200. Yeah, could be better, but hey, could be worse. Let's do it. I wonder what her next awakening does. We got a 4-star psychic power for that. Let's see what's next. Cost -1, then it'll be attack +5, and that would be nice. Her 5th awakening was pretty nice. During the effect of nature's aspiration, restores rage for 1 more target. That would be cool to have. The rest, yeah, it's I guess it's fine. Alright, we have greed here, and increases soul reaping's stack cap to 5. I don't remember what that is. I haven't used him enough to really be super familiar with him, but I mean, increasing stack cap is probably good. So we did that. We got a 4-star psychic power from it. His next one would be crit rate +8%. And the one after that is the cast of Purgatory, triggers 2 special effects. Oh yes, that was a good one. I saw that when I first got it. Now we have Olog here. Okay, so is this the one? Yeah, this is the one that I favorited, so that's got to be the right one. And he's got gear on, so sure. Let's awaken him. And I guess I've got 2 awakenings. I've got 2 awakenings. Gaining shields. Shield strength increases by 10%. Now that seems good. Nothing wrong with that. Got him awakened, got a 4-star psychic power. And then we'll awaken him again. See what we can get there. Defense +100. Not bad. 4-star psychic power. His next awakening would give him HP +1200. The one after that, all damage reductions +5%. And then the final awakening would give him when the ultimate is triggered, grants physical damage reduction of the same duration to adjacent allies. That's very good. Cool. Alright, excellent. Let's see, do we have anybody else who needs to be awakened? We do. We have this random fellow here. This is that dwarf. He's not very great, but awakening him won't hurt for sure. So attack +200, sure, let's do it. He would be fun if he was great. His name might be Brunor, it just occurred to me. We also get a 4-star psychic power for that. But let's go have a look, because that might be his name. It is. Good job, me. I remembered something. Alright, then we can awaken Miss Sandy. Surely that's not the right... Is this... Have I not done anything to Miss Sandy? Perhaps. Let's see. Miss Sandy, where are you? This is the only one I have. Yeah. What a shame, huh? What a shame. As I feel like Miss Sandy has... debuff dispels. This will increase her mania duration, which applies Attack speed increased to all heroes within the attack range after 40 seconds. That seems like a very good thing. We will awaken them. Got a 4-star psychic power for that as well. Her next awakening would give her 1200 HP. Looks like to me that her third awakening is pretty nice. When on the field, increases attack speed for all deployed heroes by 30. That would be very, very good. Let's see now. Do we have any other guys who need to be awakened? We do. We have this guy here who's been awakened 4 times and needs to be awakened to number 5, which will enhance both sweeping whirl and his physical attack. Interesting. When Voroth is shielded, double the chances of triggering an extra basic attack and whirlwind slash. Alright. I don't know enough about him to know how awesome that is, but it could be awesome. Alright, we got a 4-star psychic power for that. Do I have anybody else? Question resounds. It's looking like a big old no. That's a no, for sure. Okay, so now, with all that in mind, let's go to the selling window and let's see what kind of guys we might want to sell. I don't want to sell 4 copies of any of the fusible guys. So that's how I am. I want to be able to have them in case I need to make more of the guys who are fusible, or the guys who are made from fusible guys. Feels like that's a good idea, just in case I need them. And that'll give us 360 diamonds doing that. Now let's look at the 4 stars. So we do have some extras. Now, is there any benefit? I don't know of any benefit to holding on to guys that I already have fully awakened, and I have extras. So it feels like there's not any real reason to keep those guys. I could be wrong, but I could easily be wrong. But I don't see any reason to hang on to them. So with that in mind, I'm going to go ahead and dismiss them and get these 300 Epic Awakening tokens, which we can use in the store for things. So I think I'm going to do it. Let's do it. 300 Epic Awakening tokens. Nice. Alright, now. Gonna hop back over. Not to that. Wrong window. Summon. And we're gonna try to get... how many more tokens do I need to be able to get the next thing? That is the question. And then also the secondary question is, do I want to just go ahead and try for the 1500 that's needed for these 2 ancient summoning crystals? I don't know. I have some diamonds to use. I could do it probably. I would basically have to get it's too many. It's too many. Unless I happen into a 4-star lord or higher, it would take quite a number of diamonds. I'll see if I can get... Okay. I'll see if I can get up to the 9100. I need 600-ish more, 550 more. If I can get one of the lords, that'll knock me up pretty quickly. One of the 4-star lords, that is. I don't know. I'll give it a chance to do something. We'll see. I currently have 9,000 diamonds. I'm okay with using some. We got Nash, a 3-star fighter. His name hits the nail on the hammer head. Nash eviscerates multiple enemies at a time with his morbid club. Let's go again. Here we have Halder, the two-star fighter. As a traveling mercenary, Halder seeks to repay a debt that saved his very life. And now we have a purple. It is Kalina, the four-star mage from the Esotericist faction. Not a lord, unfortunately, but it's still a purple, so that's 150 points. A mysterious witch from the untamed wilderness wielding formidable and fearsome magic. She will deliver retribution to those who recklessly ravaged nature. Okay, we needed 600, so we would need like 4 of this kind of lord. The regular, or not lord, like the 4-star guys. Plain non-lordy types. That would, I mean, 4 is a good number. So, Wograt, the 2-star mage. Running with a band of thieves, Wograt slows enemies with his putrid magic while increasing his own speed. Ah, it is Boroth again. Now that's our second of the normal purples for this session here. 4-star fighter from the northern faction. As hard as the tundra from whence he hails, Boroth's great axe sweeps the battlefield, dealing AoE damage. Nice. 170 more points for that. We got Nero, the 3-star mage from the Cultist and Watcher factions. Nero is a flame-cloaked master of AoE damage and faction leader for the Cursed Cult. Crank the heat, and I already have him maxed out on his awakenings. I know that much. So we're just going to sell him for some diamonds. So we got Ryder, the 2-star fighter. Obsessed with Arlo, this double-bladed warrior mimics his every move and heavily increased his own attack. Now we're at 9,375 diamonds at the moment. That's something I'm going to keep an eye on, because I don't want it to go too low. Rogers, the 2-star defender, stalwart and loyal, Rogers can bolster his own defenses to become a human wall. Alright, we'll summon again here. And we have Wograt, the 2-star mage. Running with a band of thieves, Wograt slows enemies with his putrid magic while increasing his own speed. Jonas is another 2-star fighter. Your classic drunkard with a spear. He may be a deserter, but he sure can bolster himself in a fight. It's 21 points in the spirit altars all I know. Spiritual altar? I think that's what it's called. We got Arlo again. He's a 2-star fighter. A masked man of the people. Arlo is a dexterous fighter who can reduce hero summoning costs, which can certainly come in handy. There's Ogre, the 3-star fighter, the epitome of a berserker. Shields won't help when he enters Rampage. We're at 8,931 currently on the diamonds. Gonkba is a 3-star mage from the Esotericist faction. He's our prickly goblin who shoots AoE spikes, slows his enemies. Ryder, the 2-star fighter, is obsessed with Arlo. I always wonder about that every time. Like, why exactly is he obsessed with Arlo? They're the same amount of stars. It's very strange. Walgrak, the 2-star mage, he's the one who slows them with his putrid magic while boosting his own speed. Followed by Beirut, the 3-star fighter from the Watcher faction. He's a lord who knocks folks back. Beirut is a roughneck faction leader of the Watchguard. His mechanical fists wreak havoc with burn damage. 8,583. And now we have another purple. That's good. It's Voroth. That's the 3rd purple. He's a 4-star fighter from the northern faction. As hard as the tundra from whence he hails, Voroth's great axe sweeps the battlefield, dealing AoE damage. So we just need one more purple guy to be able to hit that next mark. Hayden is 2-star fighter, bulking and tanky. This trusty warrior can reduce hero summoning costs. Alright. We know that guy. Alright, Liam, the 2-star marksman from the Piercer factions. the one that I always claim is probably the best green guy. Unshakable and accurate, Liam can attack multiple enemies simultaneously from an impressive distance. And Screef, the 2-star marksman. Can't trust this one. This vile goblin will lead you into the dark before plugging you with his daggers. Barclay, the 3-star fighter. When deployed, Barclay raises the defense of nearby allies. His pike grants him decent range. The decent range thing always gets me too. It's like, it's not good range, it's decent, you know? Here we have Preetor, the 2-star defender, wielding his great mace. Preetor defends the weak while in constant search of his lost love. 21 spiritual altar points for him. And Duradel, the 3-star fighter. Elf? Vampire? Both? Duradel's surge skill does massive damage and restores HP. Talk about versatile. Down to 7,967 diamonds currently. But this is going to be the 4th one that we need. It's Laurel, the 4-star mage from the Esotericist faction. This pastoral mage aids allies by increasing rage. Her damage increases when others cast ultimates. Click through on that. We got 10 diamonds for our troubles. Hop out of here and go over to our events tab so we can check on this. Okay, so at this point, there's really no reason not to go for that 10,000, right? Because we're already at 9,735, and we only need another 265 in order to get this. So 2 purples will do it. Seems like a good plan, because then we'll have a couple of ancients to play with. Alright, let's do it. I thought we probably would end up doing it. It just seems way too close. Alright, we got Gogren, the 3-star fighter. Stained Crimson, this feral beast rouses allies with his war cry and goes berserk when health is low. Got 30 spiritual altar points for him. Reader, the 2-star defender. He is the one who goes around searching for his lost love. Then we have Nash, the 3-star fighter. His name hits a nail on the hammer head. Nash eviscerates multiple enemies at a time with his morbid club that looks like a fish. It's obviously fish bones that have been somehow stuck together, perhaps magically, who knows. Here's Hayden, 2-star fighter. Hulking and tanky, this trusty warrior can reduce hero summoning costs. Haven't hit any purples since the last thing. Walgrak, 2-star mage. Running with a band of thieves, Walgrak slows enemies with his putrid magic while increasing his own speed. Down to 7,361 diamonds after this. We've got Glenn, the 3-star defender. Devout to the holy light, this reliable defender turns to prayer in order to deflect and reduce damage. Summon again. If I can hit 1 purple at this point, I'll go and check and see where I'm at, because it might be good enough. Here's Hayden, the 2-star fighter. Hulking and tanky, this trusty warrior can reduce hero summoning costs. Followed by Arlo, 2-star fighter who's a masked man of the people. And Voltus, the 3-star mage from the Cultist faction. Voltus, assigned to protect the commander, possesses electrical powers of mysterious origin. He's one of the first ones. Ah, here we go. Now we've got the other purple that we need. Nazim, a 4-star mage from the Esotericist faction. Beware the skill can spell sword. Nazim can summon a phantom blade which steals enemy HP for allies. Nice, nice. So we'll go here and then go and check and see, did we in fact get what we wanted here? We did. In fact, 10,130 points gives us 2 of the ancient summoning crystals. Very nice. Now, let's go look. Okay, so there's Kratos and Sithra as potential folks to get from this. So let's do it. Let's see if we can get anybody. Anybody from that, or anybody from anything, I'll take. Here's Marine, 3-star marksman from the Infernal and the Piercer factions. Captain Reeves' first mate at your service. Marine bombards enemies with her explosive ultimates. Alright, we got one more summon on these. And we've got Gogren, the 3-star fighter. Stained Crimson, this feral beast rouses allies with his war cry and goes berserk when health is low. That's a shame. That's a shame. Alright. Let's see. What else then? Let's look and see. Where are we at on the pity timer? Summoning record. That's where we have to go. And now what we're going to do is we're going to look for a gold thing. And then we're going to figure out what page it's on. Multiply it by 3. And then figure out how close we are to the pity going off. We'll have to be fairly close in order for it to be worth it. So the pity timer starts at 180, and then it's guaranteed by 200. So that's, I think it's 180. I'll have to look in a moment. But that seems right. Somewhere in there. I have to be careful not to accidentally go by it. I'm not an extremely visual person. So it's very easy for me to not notice things like color. Color is especially difficult. Okay, so here we are on page 52. So we multiply 52 by 3, and we get 156. But this isn't the third one on the page. So let's see, if it was 51 times 3, then it would be 153. So that's how many we actually have. 153. The pity timer rules here. So it is after 180 that you start getting pity. So we'd have to summon quite a few more to be even triggering the pity timer, much less guaranteeing, which would for guarantee we would have to get almost, well, I mean, it'd be 47 more, which is quite a lot. So I'm not sure that I want to do that. Who is this person? I have forgotten. Oh, you know what? It's that Leia person. I remember now. So yeah. I mean, I don't think that I want to do that. Because currently I'm already down to 7,000 diamonds. And my understanding is that soon there's going to be some kind of painter and paintress thing coming up. So maybe I want to not use these right now, in spite of the fact that it would be super cool to have Numera. I'm not sure if it's going to be worthwhile to do that. It's also almost 1 in the morning. So let's go to the arena and see if there's anything we want to do there real quick. We'll refresh the opponents, confirm. And then let's see. The only one we would have any shot whatsoever at would be this Russian fellow here from the oddly named guild as well. 387,557, very high. Unlikely to be able to do anything against it. But hey, let's go and slam our heads against it for a moment. And then after that, I better just go into the zombie invasion real quickly, and then call it a day after that, because I'm very late at trying this going to bed thing. It's terrible. Terribly good. Okay, now here's this guy again. This is Sun Wukong. He does very well. Even though he's put out at the bottom here. Oh, and Valara is also very good. So, she has wings of Pegasus. Can choose and move to a deployable tile within 4 tiles. Removes invisibility state, increases attack range, and deals 260% AoE damage to 10 enemy targets with each attack. Additionally, the talent inflicts enhanced slow. So, it's not bad. Not bad, that Valara. Who else do they have here? They just threw out this. No, okay, that's one of the bonus guys. Oh, there's Leia. Now we have Leia, but she's a healer who also restores 10% rage for all allies in range immediately. Afterward, it applies rage regen to them every 1.5 seconds for 10 seconds. This effect doesn't affect the hero's range. Now, what's sad is my poor old arrogance just got killed, and so now we die. We lost not only the round, but the match with that. Unsurprising. Alright, so defeated by this Russian fellow with 387,557 BP. We got 3 arena coins and 20 divine emblems for that. And the highest damage here was done by Sun Wukong, followed by, I think that's Valera, judging by these other guys. So Valera was next, then we got Arrogance on my side, followed by Xena. So, there we are. And there's that fella. I don't know his name, but he reminds me of Jonah Hex a little bit. Alright, so let's go back. And, that was the only one I had any shot at whatsoever. So let's get out of here and go to events, and then zombie invasion. That's where we're. Alright, and you want to enter this, go to endless stage. I don't really know what I have equipped. It's just, oh yes, okay. Luck +5, so I just went the somewhat of the luck route, but not entirely the luck route. Let's go ahead and unequip this and go instead, I guess, the potions route. Again, I'm really not going to be doing a lot of braining here. Big plan is just to do a really fast version of it, especially since it is now 12:59 a.m. and time flies when you're having fun. So I'm just going to select random things. This is the plan, and then we'll see how it goes. I guess since we went ice, I'll try and go fire with it. So let's refresh. So we'll spend a moment trying to find fire to accompany my ice. The fire and ice isn't going to do especially well with the potions thing, so far as I know. And also, it looks like it's not even going to happen. Okay, it did happen. Great. We were able to do fire and ice. I thought I was going to run out of refreshes before I found another fire there. Now, I'm not going to think about any of this particularly hard. I'm just going to look for things that I know stack and just do it real quick. For the most part, it's kind of interesting because some things stack for sure, and then some things I think they don't stack. And so I'm going to go with either stuff that is higher rarity or stuff that I can quickly glance at and see that it stacks. And I may end up getting duplicates of things this way that maybe even don't stack. Who knows? Because I'm not reading them. I'm kind of reading them, but I'm not really reading them. I mean, like, okay. So if you look at this, fire plume damage plus 40% or fireball damage plus 60% are very specific, both of them. But then you have overdrive blow at 1, which during the ultimate has a chance to trigger 2 consecutive fireballs. That may be the way to go, but I'm just going to go with the purple just because it's a higher rarity. It's not necessarily better. It probably isn't better, but who knows? we've got this ice damage plus 30%. We'll grab it just because it's gold, you know, it's just a higher rarity thing. And that doesn't mean necessarily like it's the best choice. But this is what I've been doing whenever I'm just kind of doing it quick is trying to see something that expands range or says the word increases or says the word like plus some amount because that stuff stacks and other stuff doesn't necessarily. So, you know, that's kind of the quick and dirty technique that I'm doing. If I were going to choose more carefully which masteries I went with, I prefer doing light and dark. Um, Now, this, you see, it's got physical damage. We don't have that on the board. Dark damage, that's not on the board. We're out of refreshes. Let's get some. You know, that's kind of the system. And maybe if something is all commons across the board, maybe then I'll hit a refresh. I don't know. We'll, previously I haven't done the refresh thing whenever I'm just kind of doing it fast, but but maybe I will. You know, maybe we'll mix it up if I remember to when that occasion arises. We've got a couple of possibilities here that are both good, um, and well, actually, yeah, yeah, pretty much a couple. Let's do the ultimate AoE potion, not actually knowing what we have or anything because I haven't been paying attention. It seems like it's a decent choice, right? Um, and stores an extra 5% rage. That sounds like it stacks. I think anything that says extra is going to be a good choice. For those who are keeping track, we're on current wave of 12 right now, and it's going terribly as predicted. Um, because whenever I don't pay attention, I find that it's like this. By wave 13, we're not doing well. We should not be being hit yet at the gate, and the fact that we are means that disaster is imminent. Once the gate starts going down because you start getting this build up, things are not going well. So we remember to do the refresh. It's very good. And we got something in the next one. Um, that was very good. So let's get these two red potions, and I would get the light damage, but it's light damage. Who needs it? So we'll get the luck instead. I'm definitely gonna need some luck at this point because this is a disaster. But that's okay. Um, well, yeah, sure. A shielded city wall. We could use that right about now, I think. Getting slaughtered over here. As I've said before, though, honestly, once they start beating on your wall, things normally go downhill fast. Interestingly, they're really kind of not yet, and I can only imagine that's because the guys are so incredibly weak right now. I feel like that's why the wall has not suffered as much because they're still low level. Wave 17 is pretty wimpy, honestly. By now, we really ought to be wiping out most of this stuff. We were paying more attention and clicking things better. I suspect that would be the situation. As it is, things are rough. Things are rough. Let's give them a chance to inflict some burning pools of death and destruction when they die. Or when they, I don't know, when it was damaged, maybe I'm not really even sure. Those meteorites are very nice. We could use some ice damage and some dark burn. Probably. Probably won't hurt. Might not help. It's okay. This will all be over in a moment. All right, there we go. Complete, successfully reached wave 20. Wow. That's pretty bad. It's not the worst that I've ever done on this, but it's pretty bad. I think the lowest was 19. wave 19, maybe 18. I don't know, somewhere in there. Pretty rough though. Blizzard was the number one damage. Wow. Yeah, there we are. With Blizzard, then Fireball, then Frostbolt, then Blazing Plume. So I feel like probably what was being chosen were supplementaries all the way across, as opposed to actual damage dealers. Alright, challenge one time daily during the event. We can claim that auto fight attempts, 10 of them. Eliminate 32 waves of monsters during the event. The event gives us one huge stamina potion. Yeah, sure. Sounds good. Let's do it. Okay, out of here. Let's check on Borut real quick and see if he has anything. He doesn't. So then back over to the arena. No, nothing doing there. And the only other thing I want to check real quick is the mine right here. So we got 1,350 coins, 1,150 XP potions, and 9 stamina there. And I guess I will throw something into the Oracle's trial here and get some of those going in the background. And by some, I mean one, apparently, in the background. So that we can then come over and check on what is probably the gallery. Yes, gallery. Because we pulled some guys, we got the starfishers. Okay, so this is the lord that I pulled for this faction, which is cool. I haven't looked at it very much. Just what you saw there. But we got this. It gives rage regen +1 to the basic attacks of all of these guys in this faction, which will be nice. I don't have like, I have I guess Brienne, Nisandi, Lily. I use Livian and Etril. I use those guys sometimes, and so increasing their rage regen won't hurt for sure. Especially, honestly, especially the Etril, but it's only the basic attack that gets rage regen increase. Still, not bad. I like it. Okay, we don't have anybody else to claim anything for there. So, let's go over here. We got 3,500 gold, 852 XP potions, a couple of random gear pieces, 35 Forgotten Palace trophies, and 10 divine emblems. And then I think we have 17 left. So, let's go ahead back to it and see if I can find any of these stages that only require 17 would be ideal, but it's not going to be that. It's going to be probably 18. Something of that nature. Yes, 18. And so, we are 1 point away from that. And the question is, well, I guess we just wait on it, because I would like to use it and make proper use of all the stamina I have sitting around, right? It's not going to give us anything phenomenal, but it'll give us a few points in the Oracle trial, and certainly that'll come into play, or come in handy, one or the other. Either way, it fits the bill. Now, one thing I don't know is how quickly does the stamina regenerate? It doesn't tell us here. It indicates the action ability of you and your fellows. Whatever that means, me and my fellows. And it will slowly recover over time. It's ready now, so we're gonna go ahead and start it. But it's just kind of odd. Like, some things they just don't tell you. You'd be like, this has a percentage chance to do this. Well, that's cool and all, but I'd like to know what that percentage is. Obviously, I'm too nitpicky, but that's kind of where it's at. I like to see the numbers. I would like to know exactly how quickly the stamina regenerates. But anyhow, either way, let's check on the storage. No, we don't have anything there. Heroes, however, need some awakenings. So, once more, let us check and see if we can find anybody to awaken. We've got Laurel. She's going to get her cost decreased by 1 with this chick that we pulled before. And this is going to actually help. You know, these awakenings, you get these incremental gains. So we got 1 4-star psychic power there. And so it definitely adds up into larger gains over time. Got Nazim here. He's not been awakened before. So it enhances this Cursed Blade, which summons a magical blade, launching it at 1 random enemy in range every 0.5 seconds, dealing 100% damage. To enemies who have been attacked at least 4 times during the ultimate, the blade deals 140% damage instead and inflicts stun. Now, we're about to awaken him, and when activated, Cursed Blade immediately inflicts Curse upon 2 nearest enemies in range. And I think, okay, cursed units are unable to perform basic attack. But I think something else plays off of curses that he does. I don't remember. It looks like we're going to be able to awaken him twice, which is super cool. So let's awaken him the first time. And it'll give us that ability that we just talked about. And we also get a 4-star psychic power for it. Now, we're going to awaken him a second time. It's going to give his attack plus 5%. I think I was using him in a faction trial, and it was going... I mean, he was one of the better options for some reason. 4-star psychic power token for that. I don't remember exactly why. I just remember that there was some... I think he heals people or something. Yeah. When Cursed Blade deals damage, restores 3% HP for 1 ally with the lowest HP percentage in range. And so even though he's only level 23, he was still able to be useful because the percentage that... or the health that he restores is a percentage of their health, which is, you know, that can be very good, even though it's only 3%. Pretty good. I like it. Now, anybody else? Yes, we have this Kalina girl who can awaken again. Attack plus 5% for this awakening. I think she was not super impressive, and I didn't actually use her even in the faction trial, but I'll awaken her. This will increase her goodness one way or another. We got a 4-star psychic power in return for that. And do we have anybody else who needs to be awakened? Would be, you know what we need is a button that we can just select anybody who can be awakened and only see those. Or, you know, it can go for the various different things here. Anyway, that's all the awakenings I can do at this time. Let's go on with the background fights. 1600 gold, 630 XP potions, a couple of gear pieces, 30 Forgotten Palace trophies, and 10 divine emblems for all that. Let's come over and check. Because curiosity, killed the cat, and obviously the cat... Never mind, I'm too tired and my mind is going all kinds of directions. Alright, we're doing decently at vying for 5th place at the moment. Not too far behind in that. And we've also got total of 810 of the points for this, 10 of the trophies. And so we're a good ways from getting those 35 diamonds there. But it won't be too hard to meet that goal. I think we can make that tomorrow pretty easily. Events. Otherwise, just have this W gold gift, which it wants me to click on this badly. It likes it when I click on them. The game does. But now, it's not satisfied. The red dot is dissatisfied with my clicks. It's just not good enough. I don't know if maybe I need to scroll down. Maybe this is what's needed here. Or maybe not. Yes. Okay. Alright. Ooh. Whoa. I wonder why we can checkmark this and make it red. Didn't know you could do that. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Huh. How interesting. So, learn something new every day. There's this little star here in the upper right hand corner of each of these little cards. And if you check it, don't know. What are we doing? Are we favoriting it? I'm not sure. It makes the red dot happen there. And if you uncheck them, the red dot goes away. Good to know. Certainly. All right, we got another 7 days on those things. Excellent. Okay, well, I think I am going to call it for the night. It has been a pleasure streaming with all of you, and hopefully I will see you all tomorrow. Um, if you're not following me yet, be sure to follow me and turn on notifications so that you will see the next time that I go live. So, hopefully I see you tomorrow. Have a good night for now.